North Shore after a great win against South Barwon last week.
Yeah.
Well done, Will. That's what we want.
Bell Park, South Barwon at Hamlin Park.
Bell Park.
Bell Park, win that.
Comfortable.
Bell Park.
And
Don't
quickly,
even need to talk about that one. Geelong West Giants versus St Albans out at West Oval.
I'm going for Geelong West.
Geelong West.
Geelong
for me.
West.
Yeah, Giants.
Umpire holds the ball aloft here to start this, and my winner for this game is St Mary's, the home side. As the ball goes up, Berry and Banjanin. Berry, no, it doesn't quite win it. Goes across, though, to Jacob Welsh. Up and under kick, he goes. Oh, stacks on in the guts there. Oh, Snowden got a shove in the middle of the back while he's on hands and knees. It was what the laugh was for. Banjanin throws a boot at it. Pitt, I've got you with the first one, Pitty. As the ball comes out of the middle, comes over to Maloney. Just a big helicopter going forward as Lang goes back, can't keep it in play, and he's happy to see it over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in 2 metres around from the the Leopold goal. And they're kicking towards the town end.
Trent West up forward too.
Yes, the big fella. Former AFL.
Premiership.
Yeah, Premiership player.
Yeah. In he comes. He's already mentioned. Grabs it out of the ruck. Tries to go around the body. Kick smothered by Banjanin. Goes after it, the big Banjo. Might have thrown that one as well. They still haven't caught him with it 2 weeks in a row. Howarth tries to crash his way through. And we'll have another ball up. Are you going to have a crack, Tonks, or are we just going to sit there and use special comments?
Oh, I'll do
what do you
whatever
want to do,
like.
mate? No, you tell me what you want to do.
Banjanin goes up against West. Banjo wins this one, I reckon. Out goes to Jai Thompson, who just...
Go
for the ball. He got sucked in. They called that deliberate, didn't he? Or was
No, it was a little droppy on the full, dropped it at his foot.
I'm okay with that. I don't like the deliberate.
Bit hard to argue with on the full.
Comes across, he nearly kicks a point. In fact,
he has.
He has.
kicked a point.
Jack Blood from the fence.
Well, he's kicked a point.
Give that rushed, I'd suggest.
Jared Carnick.
Talking about it a bit.
Oh, he said, no, give it to me in a point. So first one actually scored your own goal, point.
It was a good finish. I don't reckon he'd be able to kick it at the other end.
Jack Blood now gets that relief. He might have set this up. He might have wanted to have the kick out anyway. Puts it down the throat of Dylan McMahon. Gets the old 1-2. He's racking up the stats here, Will. Comes out wide. Connors. Back to McMahon. Lang picks it off. What's he doing? Going into the centre of the ground. Looking for Big Banjo. Berry's there. Gets a fist on it. Knocks it clear. At ground level, Sherman's in there. So too Banjanin. Ball comes out from Wagner. Berry, tumbling kick forward. Scott. Oh, dropped what he should have taken. Over the top it goes there to Patton. He's wrapped up. In there's Riley Hall. What can he do? He's wrapped. Oh, no, the umpire's saying, let her go, let her go. Comes out the back to Hayden McMahon. Bouncing ball. Snowden. He's wrapped up in the tackle by Greg Hardy. Out the back again. Oh, gee, just across the leg there. Bit dangerous. And umpire says no. They are letting this game go. Kick up and under. Right in front of the Kicks commentary team. Good mark for Simon Close.
United Fuels early contender, I reckon, that one.
He'll go, he could have had a shot there close. If he didn't, he's gone for a pass. Riley Hall, great intercept mark. Plays on immediately. Handball quick to Welsh. Welsh goes long out wide. It's a race between Berry and Banjanin.
Ooh, the big boys.
Berry wins it just. Gives it to Matthew Pitt, the skipper for Leopold. He kicks it into a tumbling ball towards Simon Close, who tries to get the ball, can't. Picked up by Mitch Patton, and the umpire says, give it to me and I'll ball it up. Half-forward flank for the Leopold side, and they lead 1-0 on the KFC scoreboard.
Yes, the scoreboard's a Blood Toyota first quarter.
Of course it is.
The Blood Toyota, and the good thing is the time clock can't miss it.
Yes.
3.5 minutes. Berry goes up with a left hand, knocks it over. Ben Dobson picks it up. Jack Blood, he's racking them up. Will
4 touches now.
Go down the line.
Yeah.
Snowden,
Strong.
does he take a slip to catch? No, he doesn't. The umpire says the ball hit the deck. We're going to have a ball up, out of side.
Great early start from Will Sharp. As a
yes.
couple matchups, Riley Hall's trying to take Maloney, which is an interesting one. Good tick for Maloney on that one. And looks like Lane's got a height mismatch on West.
And Damien McMahon on Close. That's a real danger one. As it comes to those two right now. Close, good use of the body. Almost picks it off. Connors is in there against him. McMahon as well. Ground level. That's Scott with he throwing his legs around his opponent. And umpire said, again, we will have another ball up. It's probably the leading stat is the ball up.
That's a big ask for McMahon on Close.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would have thought Hall would have taken it, but they might be worried about Close going up and down the field.
Banjanin grabs it out of the ruck, gets tackled, could have been on the ball, and is to Berry. So Berry will take, I don't know if he was actually tackling him, but he's going to take the free as an opposing ruckman.
Do you reckon Buzzer's feeling threatened? Tonks sounded pretty
Yes,
clear.
yes.
Pretty crystal clear.
So Berry from 50 is
Might be
really...
shaking in the car on the way over, Buzz.
He's going to come in from 50. He's a bit optimistic. I don't think he's going to get anywhere near this, but he's going to have a go. Kicks it from 50. He'll just pop it up to the top of the square. West punches to the front of the thing, and it's going to be cleared. Taking it wide. I'm not sure who's got the ball. St Mary's will clear it though, and it's nearly Snowden nearly grabbed it in front there. Couldn't. Ball's just anyone's at the moment, and the umpire says, "No, give it to me," and I'll ball it up half forward flank.
Both sides happy with that stacks on. Barnsley,
Yeah,
they're just happy to just all pile in and just let the umpire throw it up.
Yeah, they're both two excellent clearance sides. They probably fancy it themselves.
Another free out of the ruck.
Yep. Free to Banjanin against Berry from the big gets it across Sherman. Kicks it to the ground. Picked off here by Paddy Dowling. Little smooth left footer. Puts it out in front of Sam Dobson. Takes the mark. 12-1 in the last 2 weeks. Just wheels, goes towards goal. Puts it out in front of Garner. Can he pick it off? No, he's intercepted there by Jeremy Larkham. Ball comes back to Sherman, though. He's wrapped up in the tackle. Good tackle. Umpire, where'd you go?
Holding the ball.
Free kick, holding the ball.
Superb tackle, wasn't it? Kevy Burke, I think it was, that laid it.
Yes.
Grovedale out to an early lead. They're one behind to Colac, yet to score.
Early lead.
Early lead.
Impressive. That's impressive. 1 point to 0.
And it's an early
You're going to
lead.
tell me it was rushed or something. So the resulting kick will go to Leopold. He kicks short and it goes to Maguire. Maguire halfback flank for Leopold. Sam Dobson looked good on the lead then, didn't
Yes,
he?
he did, mate. Yes.
He's
Lovely
going to
kick by Paddy Dowling as well. Former Geelong Falcon
Oh,
player.
well done.
yes,
well done, Will.
Two.
Well done.
Goodness gracious.
Taken. St Mary's looking dangerous here. Taken this time by Dowling. Dowling short to Sherman. Sherman having a good season so
A
far.
brilliant season.
Taking a mark. About 60 out from goal. He's seen the lead from the Dobson. Is it? Drop.
Yep.
Oh, should have had it, Sam.
Hang on to that.
Could have.
His weird ass.
His weird ass kick. Hardy goes wide, puts it out in
Scott.
front of Scott. Takes a bounce, showing some pace. Have a look at him go. No hamstring trouble here from the nude runner. Puts it into the goal square. West's the target. The back. Gets up, doesn't take the mark. Over to Riley Hall, gets the crumbs. Handballs out to Jack Blood. Blood into the hot spot, and Sherman gets the ball across to McMahon, who's smothered. I was about to hand it over to you, Tonks, but it's smothered at the forward arc. Picked off here. I reckon that was Morris, whose kick was smothered. Sherman tried to smash his way through. McMahon back across to, that's Zach Wright there. Ball comes back. Houghton, it's a
Right.
throw.
50.
50
Advantage,
has
no.
to be.
He will pay the 50, so the throw was against.
It was Maloney, sort of a
Throw to Howard, scoop to Howard.
tap sort of thing, yeah.
I don't know why that's not 50.
Yeah, because he blown the whistle and they just kept going.
You can't...
You thought he would have heard the umpire's call.
Trent West got to mark that, really.
Yeah, definitely.
He really has to mark that. He had a height advantage, one-on-one,
Massive.
20 metres out
Massive
from
height.
goal.
Kick to his advantage, he just didn't time his jump.
Riley Hall's got the free. St Mary's. Along the half-back line, goes wide towards the scoreboard. That's the Blood Toyota scoreboard for the first
mark.
quarter, and it's marked by Scott. Scott gives a quick handball, nearly a throw. Threw it out there, and he's gone for a pass. Beautiful mark in the forward line from Lucas Boyd, and doesn't he look a big forward, Lucas Boyd?
Yes,
when he's moving.
They have, and they've had he's had a few injury worries. But,
He has.
get him fit, and that just gives him another dimension.
No worry about the 30 seconds on the shot clock. He's taken 5 seconds. He's coming straight in. He's going to have a shot from 50. The distance won't be a problem. Accuracy, also not a problem.
Over the top he
First
goes.
goal to
First
Leopold.
Watch them get around him here. They'll be flying to him.
He as you said, a couple of injuries, but a couple of years ago, he really looked the goods. He come down from Warrnambool, did he? I think he came from Warrnambool,
yep.
with his brother.
Yes.
Geelong West not happy to lose him.
He's very imposing leading out of the goal square, isn't he? He's just a big-bodied man. It'll be interesting to see how they work it with the season progresses if he comes in. I'm not sure him and West can really play in the same side up there. They like that adaptability.
Speaking of not sure about what Logan Waggoner's doing with his do here. I'll have a look at it. It's not not the sort of hairdo that old mum be proud of. It's West in the guts. Gets it over to Matty Miller. Puts it out in front of him again. Lucas Boyd takes the mark. He's 55 out. Puts it out. I thought he was going to put it out in front, but he didn't of Maloney. But in fact, he's hit Riley Hall right on the button.
Third of two options, that one.
Yep. Riley Hall has had plenty of it already. Will?
Yeah, he definitely has.
I love it.
Gotcha. Goes down the wing.
Well done.
Jeepers. Courageous stuff there from Nick Connors. And he's going to go off and have a straight
off.
free.
He's paid a free, actually.
Going, that's to Maguire, isn't it? The bottom of that pack.
Yeah, that's Maguire.
This is going to be our Leopold's 10th inside 50.
Oh,
That's what we want.
10 minutes
Here
in.
you go. That's
Here
the
we go.
goal.
How many
Mate.
for St Mary's?
Only the 2, so
Yeah, dominating so far.
yeah.
So it's in the 20 metres out from goal. Trying to get a goal here
Good
is
tackle.
Leopold. They can't, and the umpire said, surrounding. He said, I'll ball it up. So Leopold doing most. We just heard from Will most of the attacking here, but only 1-1.
Yeah, they definitely need a hit on the scoreboard, I reckon, because Marys are definitely deadly in the forward line, and if they can get in there, they can definitely score.
Fantastic work, the young fella.
I like it.
Mate, I tell you what, you can
Coming
just see.
along
I can actually see your grandfather in you there, mate. Ball comes up. McMahon tries to crash his way through. Yeah, it is. Out wide. There's 3 McMahons out there, so you just say, McMahon, you're a fair chance. As the ball finds itself. Travellini. Travellini, he's taking on Jesse Lothian. You want to think twice about that.
Notice he's got the boots back on, Milky. We spoke about it last
we
week.
did last week.
He must have listened to the tape.
Sponsored.
Down back with the bright green boots, Jesse Travellini after rolling with black last week.
Lothian pushed him into the fence a little bit there, so I think that's what that was about.
Lothian just likes pushing, mate. Don't worry about that.
How are we going to Grovey?
Ball comes back to Morris. End over end kick. Picked off by Blood again. Down the line he goes. Oh, good
nice
mark. Good mark.
yeah.
Taken by Zach Wright. On the wing. Goes down the line looking for Dobson. Oh, one grab. Clean Dukes. Was going to handball. Was going to kick. Then just spears it into the pocket. Oh, one hand. Went up on that occasion. Who was that? Was that Paddy Killen? I think it might have been. As the ball goes into the pocket, beating Kevy Burke over the boundary line.
Grovedale 2-1-13 over Colac 1-1-7.
Got the blockbuster out there. 1-1-7 here on the Blood Toyota scoreboard. Leopold to St Mary's yet to score.
Building
John
on
West.
that early lead out there, Grovedale.
11 minutes in.
John West Giants 2 straight 12 over St Albans yet to score.
The pups killing it, potholing. The pups killing it.
Umpire's paid a free out of the ruck. He's paid a few out of the ruck so far today, and this one's gone to Trent West, Premiership ruckman. Short little kick, just kicks it in to Nick Burke. He goes on his trusty left, looking for Scott out here wide. He's under pressure from Gillies. Gillies gives him a push. It could have nearly been further down the field, but no. Kicks it to the big Lucas Boyd, but well done there by Damien McMahon.
I reckon Sam Scott might have a little friendly fire. They might have got one in the head.
Damien McMahon got his fist in there. I was happy with that, but Lucas Boyd shouldn't have been on the chest.
Got to get
That
the
one-
hands out in front on that one.
Duke's
sure.
got to be at the front. Big banjo, not sure where to run here.
He's coming from a weird angle.
He's
He
not.
is.
In fact, he didn't even go in. Didn't even go up for that one. Maybe he got pushed out by the ump. That was weird.
That's
Yeah,
strange,
didn't
mate.
even-
There's a couple of hard nuts. Jacob Welsh and Jai Thompson. Up they go. West reaches over the top, knocks it down. Sammy Scott puffing his guts out in front of us. Travellini picks up cleanly by hand. Goes to Garner. Seems to have all the time in the world. Goes down the wing. Oh, good defensive mark on that occasion. Really good mark there by Sam Boyd. The Boyd's having a good start.
Oh.
Went straight over Wagner's head to Ben Dobson. Ben bends down
Stiff
and then
arm.
hands it across to Hayden McMahon. Little spearing kick wide. Sherman was the target. Gets the crumbs.
Goal.
Goes towards goal. No one home. Bouncing ball. But it's picked off by McHenry, I reckon. Oh, it's no. Just watching the goal umpire. And it's a rushed minor score, I reckon, to St Mary's.
Yeah.
He actually had a tiny bit more time than he thought he had. Then he could have gone a bit closer to goal and made the distance, I reckon.
I'm a little disappointed in St Joey's so far. They're 1-4-10. I
Ooh.
would have expected 5 straight 30 by now.
Kicking themselves out of it.
So, taken there, the umpires called it out of bounds in front of the St Mary's faithful. There's a lot there last night pre-game, Milky.
Yes.
So making a killing there on a Friday night for games.
Well, they've lost the parking. They've lost the parking.
Okay, well,
they've taken the parking off
And now
St
they're
Mary's.
just doing the bar.
Just do the bar.
And a bit of food. You can get a bit of food there as well.
I'm reckoning the bar and the food be more fun than the parking anyway, just slightly.
So it's a half-forward flank here for St Mary's. Everyone's trying to try to push his way through Big Banjanin, but no. Umpire says, give it to me and I'm going to ball it up. Still on the half-forward flank for St Mary's, and they trail this one by one straight goal. Nearly 14 minutes gone, first quarter. West Cardinia, just a little bit of drizzle.
Up they go in the drizzle. West, another free kick in the ruck.
From
This
the
one
ruck.
to West. Trent West at half-back for Leopold. Trying to size up. Boyd gave him a lead. He's ignored that. He's decided to go down to Close, who has McMahon and Lang to contend with. Over the top, a good spoil there from McMahon. Jai Thompson's wrapped up by Welsh. Then Lang over the footy, close over the top of him. Maguire caught one high from Josh Eddy. No, it was Welsh, I'm sorry. And free kick to Maguire.
Not happy with his attention.
You won't be complaining about that, Maguire. He loves that
Yeah,
stuff.
he's hard as a cat's head. Head only a mother could love. Maguire.
Hard as a cell, would they say these days?
Oh, push out there on Berry. Umpire saw it. Jack Berry gets a free kick.
He's within distance this time, but
Yes.
accuracy couldn't miss this, could he?
Big Jack.
30 metres out.
So far, the man bun count is 2, and they're both with Leopold.
Oh, man bun. Hey, my stepson playing under 11 football. There's 3 with man buns in the under 11s. Give me a spell.
No good.
No good at all.
In walks Jack Berry, looking for Leopold's second. You'd put him in the book here. Couldn't miss this. 30 metres out, kicks
Big
it up.
Ruckman don't miss.
Oh,
Ruckman don't miss.
straight
Spot
through
on.
the middle. 2-1 Leopold go to on the Blood Toyota scoreboard. They lead St Mary's 1 point. And how many inside 50s now? There, Will?
Just the 11.
Just the
St
11?
Mary's. We're getting inside 50 a little bit more there now. They got 4.
Good work, mate. Jack Berry, his dad, played footy with him. Snow, another Colac person.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Colac connection. Everywhere you go, you'll know that.
You played
Will?
footy with Jack Berry's dad
Yeah.
and Bob Davis.
Just wanted to keep an eye on,
small
guys.
world.
Weird ass Greg Hardy was down here talking about tightness. I reckon in his hamstring. He's back on now. He had a few run-throughs.
In the ruck again. This time it finishes up with St Mary's through their agency of Sherman. Goes straight down the guts. Oh, he almost had that. Was it Gillies who dropped it? Ground level, picked up by Weird Ass Hardy. He enjoys it too. He told me, I spoke to him before the game, thinks it's funny.
He likes the weird ass.
He
doesn't
likes the Weird Ass, he thinks it's funny. Sort of. If I keep saying that it's funny and we don't mean anything by it, we'll get it to cross the line, I reckon.
Bell Park 2-3-15 over South Bowen yet to score.
Gillies knocks it down, almost. I thought Eddie was going to run onto that. He didn't. Around the corner.
Great
Fazio.
Great
Fazio.
Touch.
Touched off the boot. Minor score. So on the Blood Toyota scoreboard, St Mary's 2 behinds. What's happened?
50
I think he's
metres.
paying a 50.
On the kick out.
No, before the kick out. So it must have been as part of the play.
Did they? Oh, they did count
Okay.
him behind.
They've given
Blocking
him
or
the
something.
point.
Given them behind. So it's 2 behinds on the Blood Toyota scoreboard, St Mary's. 2-1 Leopold. 13.
Not sure.
I'm not sure. They're either
Maybe the umpire
finishes up with
swore.
pitcher. Pretty as. Goes out wide. Oh, getting a bit of enjoyment out of that. No,
I was waiting for it when I saw the team sheets. Strong hands.
He's going really well, boy,
That's why he
isn't
needs to
he?
get his hands out there.
Lucas Boyd puts it into the... looks out for Berry. Tries to crash his way through Banjanin.
Oh,
Berry
damn.
rocks him up
Had
in
a
a
chance.
tackle. No prior, says the umpire. Give it to me.
Jeez,
think
he had chance. He
I
had
reckon
time.
he had prior then.
Matty Miller hit that pack at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, didn't he?
West says, I'll take it. Banjanin actually won it. Comes out the back of the pack to Burke. Burke looks out wide. It's gone wide. Half or flank here for Leopold. Chance to score. Running.
Wagner.
Hooked it.
Oh, really? As a small little 40 should be
That's your
getting
job,
there.
isn't it?
He should be
That's
getting
your job. You're going to get around with that weird-ass haircut looking like that. Logan Wagner, you got to kick them goals.
2-2. They've gone to Leopold.
Geelong West 3-1-19. St Albans 1 straight 6.
Travellini at half-back with those bright green boots. We like that. Goes out to Dobson. There's no worries about him. Got the white boots on. Goes into centre half-back to Sherman. Uses the ball brilliantly, this bloke. Across to the running Travellini. Travellini goes straight down the arc. Puts the hands out. Oh,
Nice.
a good mark there to Dowling. He's had a good first quarter, Paddy Dowling. Wheels around. Left foot to centre half forward looking for Sam Dobson. Traps it. Then gets wrapped up in the tackle. Ball comes out. Hardy leads in the race. Weird ass little. There's that weird ass kicking style. Straight over the top to Wagner. Wagner into the guts. Boyd, he's come out from the forward arc, all right in the guts of the ground now. Was going to switch, then changed his mind. Went to the outer side looking for close. Clears him. Over the top goes to Brandon Howarth.
Brandon Howarth kicks inside. Oh, Jack Berry's fallen over his own boots then. And Riley Hall has just seen the ball out of bounce. Jack Berry's looking pretty dangerous up forward, actually. Even though
He
he's
did
not
it.
marking, he just looks dangerous.
He's quicker than you think.
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
hits the pack hard.
So he's going to take the ruck.
He had him over there for a little while. And they sent him back.
They did. He's all right. Banjanin. He had a few injuries then too.
Yeah.
Banjana versus Berry. Banjana gets a front spot. Berry actually wins the tap straight down. It actually went straight down to Garner, who clears it for St Mary's, actually, and it goes to out on the wing, out of sight, or Skilled Stadium side. Simmons Stadium, is it? Simmons Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skilled Stadium. What was it then?
You know, that ground where all those... You know, that ground where all those supporters are ahead of themselves. That place.
Baytech. Throw in. Banjanen wins it this time. Only down as Jai Thompson off the ground from Banjanen. Goes up to the wing. In Jack Sherman leads Lothian. I can never pronounce that. Lothian.
Yeah.
Comes up and it's Sam Dobson leading McHenry in the race. The ball. It is now Gillies there as well. He drags him. It could be holding the ball. No, play on. This time it's McMahon. That's Hayden kicking in front, but it's picked up by the great. There he is again. Did you pronounce me for him?
The old top knot.
It was actually Jai Thompson.
Jai Thompson there with the top knot. When he gets down that pocket,
it's hard on that.
Yeah, get onto the monitors, mate. A lot easier.
The monitors.
Get onto the monitors.
See, there you go.
We've got a gun cameraman.
Yes.
He'll tell you he is anyway, old Liam.
No noughts and crosses this week.
No noughts and crosses, mate. No. I'll tell you about that, Tonks. Ball comes out, goes past Sherman. In there, goes back in and gets it, gets sat upon, and the umpire says, no, we'll have a ball up. 15 to 20 out from the St Mary's goal. On the Blood Turtle scoreboard, they trail 2 behinds to 2 goals to Leopold.
Bit of a light mist coming down.
Light mist?
Yeah. Been light mist a few times.
Misty?
I've been light mist a few times. Rhyming slang.
Yeah.
Don't get it.
I need a rim shot sound effect.
You're like this now, aren't you?
Seriously, you blokes.
Still pretty good conditions, I would have thought, to be able to kick goals, though.
I like it. We'll get it back to the game. That's what you got to do when Milky drops a sticky joke on you.
Free kick's gone to Maguire, back pocket for Leopold in front of the St Mary's faithful. Kicks it high and just hopeful. Up there go a big pack, and actually a beautiful mark from Lucas Boyd. His hands have been good in the first quarter here today. Half-back flank, Lucas Boyd comes out wide, looking for Nick Burke. Got it. Nick Burke on a wing, plays on immediately. Left foot, looking for Close in front. Beats him though, skips through, and it's going to be taken by Damien McMahon. Can he save St Mary's? Here goes out wide, and nice little kick to the wing. Play on immediately. It's gone to McMahon. This is Hayden. Out to Snowden. He'll give it a wild 1-2. The look away 1-2. McMahon kicks long, looking for Dobson. Couldn't quite get it, and McHenry's behind him. He jumps up though, but McHenry's got it in there first. He could nearly get a free, maybe. Nope. The umpire says give it to me, and we'll ball it up.
Not sure that Buzz would have got the look away call in. I'm not,
it was a nice look away.
I'm not sure, but I think Buzz would have missed it. Do you think?
No.
Yeah, I think Tonks is all over it. Buzz has got a bit of work to do to get back his chair.
Joey's 3-5-23 over Lara, 1 behind.
Out of side, we'll have another ball up. Shadows of the old Simmons Stadium. They're still coming out of there celebrating, the Geelong supporters. Ball goes to ground. Umpire says we'll ball it up again. I'm telling you now, that is the leading stat. As Simon Close sucks in some big ones.
How many ball ups, Will?
Look at Pretty has going past us. Pretty has a picture. Got a giggle out of him too. Don't worry about that.
Can play.
Yes. Ball's at ground level. Maguire. Oh, there was a hand out there from St Mary's. But the ball finishes up going out on the full. I reckon Paddy Killen there just handed the footy out of the pack. There was no handball, no nothing.
Just a one-hand shovel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes you get away with it. Resulting free will go to Jaden McHenry in the back. He's got his hands full today with Sam Dobson.
Oh, he wouldn't have slept last night.
He wants to go wide. The umpire says, you can't do that, son. Bring it back. Bring it back, son.
The trouble is,
they're still trying to play, but he's saying, look, you can't do this. Bring it back. He's still over there saying, bring it back.
Yeah. One of the other umpires was calling play on then when they were going up to the bar.
It's out in front of the social rooms. Meanwhile, over there in front of the old past players stand there, just saying, he's just standing there.
Got to go over your mark.
Bring it back.
So Jane McHenry, as I said,
just held firm, didn't he? That umpire, he wasn't going to move. He wasn't going to accept it.
And he didn't go nuts with a whistle. No, just stood there.
We'll go again.
Good thing for St Mary's because they have time to set up as well.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look out!
Kicks long. Will St Mary's stop this because they've had time to set up? Yes. Kicks it back in forward line, half forward flank. If St Mary's, they need a goal. It's going to be out of bounds. Front of the premiership stand. St Mary's 2 points, 24 minutes in.
This Cat supporters still coming out of the hugging each other, telling them what a great win it was.
And it was a great
it was a beauty of a win, Milky.
Get out of it.
When you have wins like that,
when
you've got
do
to
they
celebrate
win?
it,
I
mate.
don't remember the last time they handed out a premiership cup in June, you
They
blokes.
should, though. They should hand out 2
If
Brownlows
they did,
too.
they'd give it to us.
And you've already won the Brownlow twice. Dead eat.
Dead eat.
Between the two cheats or not, as the ball goes forward. Fisted away from Boyd on this occasion. Picked off by Ben Dobson. Gives it over to Travellini. Travellini down the outer side looking for Snowden. Fisted away from him. And the ball goes over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in next to that. Can you believe that was a past player stand over there?
Yeah.
Can you believe it? That was the
little stand.
Couldn't have
yeah,
had
that
many,
little stand.
really?
It's a former Geelong past player stand.
couldn't have had many players.
Well, they should stack them in because it was free booze. So there weren't that many in there, were there, Puddle? They're all in at the bar because it was for nothing. Ball comes out the back to Garner. Did he get one high from Maguire? Umpire says no. Ball comes out loose. Oh, good fist away from Scott. But the ball goes to Patton. I hope that's Mitchy Patton as he goes down to Maloney. Gets it again. Gets the old 1-2. Looking to give it off to someone. Bad handball to Boyd, but he gives it back to Patton. He's knocked up already, the little fella. Gets it round the body, and he finds a big West in the corner.
Actually, good play there.
They almost stuffed that
one.
up
He
there
sorted
as
it
well.
out, didn't he?
Almost mucked it up, didn't
Yeah.
He said it was a good punch, Milky, originally, and it looked like it, but that punch from Tenace went straight into Patton's hands and set him free on the outer side there.
You can actually kick goals from these pockets.
Yeah,
They're
you
actually
would've.
wide pockets. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're actually wide pockets. I'd miss a few, don't worry. But
Yeah. Trent West, straight leg, son. Just kick it straight over the goal umpire's hat. Oh, I
he
reckon he's
has
done a pretty
too.
good job of
Good
it.
goal.
Straight leg was the key.
And just let the fan behind him know, too, with a little turnaround to the man there, leaning on the fence.
Would have been given it to him. You
Just
can't
watch
do
that
this.
one go through the goals, mate.
it's actually not that hard a ground to kick him from the pockets. That's what I thought.
Milky, speaking of past players from the Cats, you wouldn't be surprised if you know Darren Forsman.
Yeah, I know Forza. Yeah,
Yeah.
good boy. Yep. Real good boy.
Yeah, he's
Coach Colac and Coach West.
Yeah, he played a game last year for the Giants.
Yes, he
At
did too.
46 years old.
Him and his Zimmer frame, out they went on the ground.
Yeah.
So Blood Toyota scoreboard. Leopold 3-2-20 leads St Mary's 2 points. 26 minutes in first quarter.
In Otis Clark's 300th game, remember, boys, it's, Ben Dobson doesn't take the mark. Boyd, he has had one hell of a quarter. Gives the old don't argue. Comes out to Tenace. Gets it across to Lang. Lang in turn. He gives it across to Dowling. He's got that left. Goes to
Nice
the
left
outer
foot.
wing, looking for Dobson. Jesse Lothian just about broke, giving the old chicken wing. He's old weird ass coming off the back of the pack. Round the body he goes. But he kicks it to the opposing number 18 in Ben Dobson. Benny Dobson, umpire saying, get a move on. Goes to the outer side, looking for his brother. Sam has fisted away from him by McHenry, and the ball over the boundary line.
Been that kind of quarter for Sam Dobson. There's been a few where the ball's just been a little bit too short for him, a little bit too high. Just hasn't quite fallen into his lap as he'd hoped.
It was Lucas Boyd that actually got down there and spoiled that.
He's actually, he's looking good this quarter.
Really
Yeah,
good.
very good quarter.
They're actually looking a little bit too big for him up forward at the moment, Leopold.
Josh Eddy's handball, just a little array, goes to Sam Scott. The nude runner up in the air, a bit of an up. Oh! Up goes Jack Blood, but he doesn't take the mark. It wasn't Jack Blood, sorry, it's Ben Dobson. Tenace in front of the scoreboard that reads 20 plays 2. Comes back to Travellini along the ground to Garner. Garner picks it up. Dishes back to Travellini. He's hard up against the fence. Round the body he goes and finds his mate in Sherman. Gets the running Garner. Just a mung.
Shocking
Absolute
kick.
mung along the ground. Doesn't hit anyone. Just rolls past everyone and goes over the boundary line.
Don't see that often from him. He'll be dirty about
Right.
that.
28 gone.
He had a good final series a couple of years ago, Jared Garner.
Oh, didn't he ever when he's playing for Colac? Got
Yeah.
the medal and then jumped ship.
Yeah.
St Albans come from behind. They're now 4 straight 24 over Geelong West Giants 3-1-19.
Oh,
He
yeah.
misses nothing.
Beautiful.
He misses nothing. The pup. Running into an open goal.
Good
And I
roving.
reckon he had good roving there to Paddy Colleen.
Great
Or
roving.
Killen, I think it is.
Yeah,
Killen.
killing.
Mary's are killing Leopold in the clearances. 10 to 5.
Oh,
Hey.
come on with a bit of Hume. A bit of Hume from Will.
And that just shows there as they just kicked a goal from the stop it.
Well done.
Good
Leopold.
work.
Marvellous.
Leopold 3-2-20, St Mary's 1-2-8 on the Blood Toyota scoreboard. 28 minutes, just about quarter time here. And St Mary's really need that goal.
How old are you, Will?
16.
16.
We say Lucas
He's
Boyd's had a good
spotless.
first quarter, but I tell you what, Will's been just as good here. Fantastic start.
Absolutely sensational.
Save a bit. Don't go out too hard. Will you?
Yeah, no, we're not talking about your nightclub days, Tonks. As the ball comes over the top, West wins it. Oh, just a flip over the top there from West. Miller, gets it. He's dispossessed. McMahon tries to get it. Wagner gives it across to Trent.
Under pressure.
Just under pressure is right. Jack Blood takes the relieving mark right in front of the Kicks commentary truck. As Matty Miller just shrugs away Welsh in anger. Tenace goes into centre half forward. He's got his mate there. That's McMahon. That is the Dillon variety. Goes down to Gillies. Can't take the mark. It's picked off on this occasion by Sam Boyd. Goes wide. Oh, at pace.
Great attack.
Just a real Damien McMahon attacked the footy. Comes back to Sherman, wrapped up in the tackle by Jai Thompson. Ball's just pinging around at the moment. And guess who's kicked that, boys? That was Matty Pitt. Got him again. I just staged for that a little bit, I reckon, Benny Dobson.
He did.
And the umpire didn't see it his way. Ball kick smothered in the pack. McMahon across to Blood, in turn, across to Dobson. Down the line he goes. He's kicked it out in the full. Benny Dobson.
Zach Sherman's playing well again.
Oh, he's a quality player. And how he was left out of the interleague side, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Not sure.
He was the one that missed it. We were all a bit surprised about when we
What
were
about
up
the
there.
Grovey boy?
Speedy Deans.
Yeah.
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 And Jordan Erskine, perhaps.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Maybe Dean's more than Erskine. I don't know.
Hard to fit 30 great
that's
players
it.
in this
Yeah,
league
you
into
can-
22, though, isn't it?
Yep. And there's the pretty as picture. Got it. Decides to retreat with it. Goes back to McHenry.
And hard to fit all the commentators in the box as well. One notable absence on the day, Milky. It was just
Yes.
the fans were disappointed with that one.
They were. I know that. I don't know that the other boys are up to our standard, and I think they would have been best vacating and leaving
Yes,
it to the boys that
absolutely.
know their job. That's the point.
Sam Boyd got it half-back flank for, centre half-back for Leopold. Turns around, goes wide. Looking out
really
there for
has.
Pitcher. Pitcher plays on in this siren. It's not very loud. Siren, 31 minutes and 10 seconds the first quarter's gone for. Leopold on the Blood Toyo scoreboard. Lead 3-2-20, and they lead St Mary's 1-2-8 at quarter time at the Anthony Costa Oval.
Only took yes. You're on fire, Barnsley. This one you better reference.
I've just had to lift with the extra ability in the box. Big day.
Back in the guts, Berry and Banjanin. Or neither player wins that. Sherman across to Welsh. Welsh just a little kick and a good mark,
Nice
I reckon,
mark.
to Fazio. Dor was about to give off the handball, but changed his mind. Fazio pumps St Mary's into attack, looking for Sam Dobson. McHenry all over him. Jesse Lothian dishes off the handball across to Jai Thompson. Thompson with the right boot. Haven't seen that happen too often. Goes back to Connors. Intercepting mark. Sorry, Paddy Dowling, rather. Paddy Dowling. We know he's a left footer. The little green shiny boots. Down he goes, looking for Dobson. He hits him on the guts.
Perfect
Takes the
kick,
mark.
wasn't it?
It was a beautiful little piercing pass.
It was one of those ones where he didn't have room to actually make the lead. He had to point to the spot, and Dowling just put it right on the spot for him.
It's been a good battle, McHenry on Dobson, I reckon. He's doing okay.
There's a bloke wandering around, he's looking ready to mug people to get his headset back.
He's not happy. He's
No,
just,
I'm fine. I was
Just cop
very
one.
impressed by Wilbur. How good was Wilbur on the way in?
Good welcome, Buzz. You're here to see his first shot on goal. Sam Dobson.
That's a bad miss.
12-1 in 2 weeks, and he's got his first behind
never really looked like it
No,
off the
didn't.
boot.
today. First
Welcome,
blood, though.
Buzz. Take my seat, Buzz.
That's all right, Tom.
My lovely daughter's turning 9. I'm off.
So the handball,
birthday.
the quick handball.
Happy birthday for Ruby.
Oh,
Easy,
thanks, Will.
yes.
Could have told me that
before.
Just wants it on air, on the record.
Yes. Oh, the kick out's intercepted by Banjanin. The big banjo dishes off the handball to Jack Blood. Spears the pass into Dobson. Doesn't take the mark. Quickly rebounds.
Left
Then kicks
foot.
it out in the full. Good pressure there from the defenders.
Probably should have tried to centre that kick, I reckon, instead of going himself.
Hard. He's under pressure.
Morris was going to take the kick, but is now back with McHenry. He's hard up against the fence. Little piercing kick to Jai Thompson. Puts on the afterburners. Goes with that left.
dear.
Puts into picture. Pretty as. Get a free kick front on contact.
50.
Gillies.
He was about to, wasn't
he?
he?
Was to.
He would have heard the whistle as well, I reckon.
Pretty as a picture. Goes down to Morris.
David.
That's David with the black, white and orange boots. Touched off the boot, I reckon, that ball, but it's DeMarc paid to Welsh. I
paid
reckon
it.
that was touched.
Clearly touched.
Yep, ball comes out, picked off by McMahon. Oh, what sort of... how did Sherman get rid of that, boys? Comes back to McMahon. Over across to Connors. Connors.
Oh, he's got the old Torby.
How's the goal?
Nick Connors.
Take that for goal of the day.
That's a good goal.
It's a United Fuels early
has to be.
contender for
Early
goal of the day
contender.
right there. Just a bit flattening when they kick the toppy inside the arc, but it was still a nice little finish.
Good to see you all. Enjoy the day.
No worries. Thanks for coming, Tom.
Enjoy, Will.
We'll keep in touch, and we'll if you get the ask from your daughter, come back and join us again.
Au revoir.
St Mary's on the Cryo Bay Health Group scoreboard to St Mary's 2-4-16. Thank you to Leopold 3-2-20.
Marys have just equalled the inside 50s as well, so they're starting to hit the scoreboard now.
Yep, it's McMahon. Jeez, Wilbur's been good. Milky, impressive as.
Today.
Pitcher must have been touched off the boot because he was called to play on, but it was still composed. Got it to Wagner now. Morris with the overlap. Left foot ball, really nice. Maguire goes quickly. Jai Thompson kept running. A lot of footy early stages.
Good movement.
He's got Maloney short, and then wheels and goes with his right
Got
foot.
it.
Good looking kick towards
Oh.
Howarth. That's beautiful movement from Leopold.
Absolutely.
End-to-end stuff, and Brennan Health have a shot. Tight angle.
Matty
40
Pitt, we've
out.
got him a few times today. We know you are, Chab. Don't go get disillusioned.
Just beautifully running the wings there.
Hey,
That was classical Leopold style.
Started here at half back, and they've
Yeah.
just taken all the way down the ground. Beautiful movement of the footy.
Just so quick to spread was the key there. Wagner got out
Yep.
very early, and it just allowed him to move it quick.
In comes Howarth. Tight angle, as I said, but he can do
Perfect.
it.
He's
Yeah,
done
he
it.
can.
He's
And
done
he
it.
has snuck
has
it
done
home.
Seriously.
Really nice,
That's a
Brendan
quick-
Howarth.
Quick answer, mate.
Absolutely. 4-2-26, Leopold. That
Cryo
is,
Bay Health Group.
that's on the Cryo Bay Health Group scoreboard. Spot on, Milky.
Wow.
St Mary's 2-4-16. We've played 4.5 minutes.
This game just starting to crank up a little bit, I reckon, Barnesy. She was a little bit slow to get going.
Yep.
Just starting to crank it up a fraction.
St Albans running away with it. They're
Here
7
we go.
straight 42
What's going on
over
here?
Geelong West Giants 3-1-19.
Centre square infringement.
But nothing's happened.
They entered the square a bit early.
I didn't think they were set for it, though.
Neither
yet.
did I. The ball goes out wide anyway, though, to
Bit
Sam
harsh.
Scott. Takes the mark, centre wing. Little kick over the top he goes, but it's intercepted. Over there by Welsh, the captain. Didn't think there was enough stickers for him. Welsh, we got him on the clean arm. He goes in. Gillies takes the mark. It's been a bit quiet. At centre half back. Goes wide. Oh, interception here by Wagner. What can he do? Can he make him pay? Kicks it in over Tenace. Just front on the footy. West tries to dish off the handball to the big ruckman in Berry. Berry in turn. Goes across to Kevy Burke. Burke into the pocket. Bouncing ball. Sherman's back there. He'll relieve the pressure. Tenace, the old 1-2. Back to Sherman. Into the pocket he goes. And he finds McMahon. Is it?
He does, yep. Damien
Yep.
in the back pocket looks to switch play again, but thinks
Long way
better
away,
of it.
aren't
He is. Kicks over Howarth on the mark. Long ball, weird ass, comes with a nice fist over the top. There's a whistle though, going St Mary's way for an infringement in that contest. Going to Gillies. By the look of things, yep.
No one
And no one on the mark. Pretty lax from the line,
No
so
one even
Gillies
close
can
to the mark.
get himself another 15 metres or so to just pump it down. Not his best looking kick, but
yeah.
Dobson wins the foot race, gets a nice bounce, and dribbles it
Bang.
towards goal. Sam Dobson has his first, and St Mary's respond. They needed two.
Tell you where that came from. Gillies not having anyone on the mark.
It wasn't even the man on the line. There was no one within 20
no one.
metres of him. He got so much space to run off. And that allowed it to get over the back, as you said,
Yep.
Milky. And
Yep.
just an easy goal, really, in the end for Dobson. Despite the front punt that he ended up going with.
The front pump. So on the Cryo Bay Health Group scoreboard, it's St Mary's 3-4-22. They've got it back to 4 points. Leopold 4-2-26.
Quality just stepping up, as you said, Milky, this quarter by the looks of things. He can't really make a mistake anymore.
How's he not playing VFL, by the way?
Not sure why.
What else do you have
I'm
to
not
do?
sure what he has to do,
Don't know
yeah.
what he's got to do. Back in the middle. It was Snowden in the ruck for St Mary's for the first time, but it's West who crashes his way through. Good intercept by McMahon. I reckon that was Dylan, was it? Or Hayden. Ball comes out to Jesse Lozian. Throws it to himself. Taps it out in front of himself. Tenace to beat. Tenace comes up against the boundary. Manages to keep it inside. Garner taps it between his legs. Goes back and lends some assistance. And we'll have a throw-in as Matty Pitt sees it go over the fence, and we'll have a throw-in. Just in between the two coaches' boxes. Scoreboard, 4-point advantage to Leopold. 7.5 of the first quarter.
Thrown in between the two interchange gates. Heart of centre wing. Beautiful throw in. Milky will enjoy that. 1 down, 2. Nicely done by Snowden. Kevy Burke with a quick snap under a lot of pressure with his left foot. Tenace had to stop and prop and wait for the footy. Put under a lot of pressure. Not a great handball. Lang's handball was intercepted. Scott tries to burst his way through a McMahon tackle. Couldn't. Gets his hands clear just. Tenace, nice body work. Paddles it through. Dowling has to be quick. Found a way when there didn't seem to be one. Did really well, Paddy Dowling. Not his best handball though. Put Ben Dobbs under all sorts of pressure. And we'll have a stoppage directly in front of Leopold's goal, just 25 metres out.
They'd be happy with that, Leopold, just causing the ball up there.
They forced him, Paddy, onto his right side. That's why he handballed it.
Yep.
Because he obviously can't really kick
Yeah,
very well.
good homework there too.
Oh, Wilbur.
Big Wilbur. Snowden won it down. It's straight!
old skipper!
Straight to Pitt! Well, I would call it a set play, but if it came from his own ruckman, it didn't. It came from the opposing ruckman and Matty Pitt. Uncontested in the stoppage, easy as you like, snap on goal. And they're going goal for goal, these two sides. Leopold 5-2, 32 at 10-point margin. St Mary's 3-4, 22. That's in the Corio Bay Health Group scoreboard. We've played 8.5 minutes.
Joey's 7-8-50 over Lara, 1 behind.
Could get bad.
Yes.
Could get ugly, that. I'm just thinking how he comes in, about to assess how the game's going, and boom, over comes the pup. It's just,
pup, yeah.
they're both
Pixie's moments.
Both groups fit and no injuries and using the interchange at rapid rate. Just belting them off and on the ground. Up they go again. Snowden might have won that one. Josh Eddy tries to crash his way through. He's got Maguire to wrestle with. Have a look at him. As the umpire says, give it to me.
You're right.
Not sure about
Not sure you need the sound effects to go with the tackle, Milky.
Back in the guts. Miller tried to crash through, didn't get through. Ball's left behind. The umpire surely balls this up.
That wasn't
Snowden.
sound effect worthy, that tackle there, Milky.
No, it was just Maguire and Josh Eddy.
Probably not your best 5 seconds. Umpire will throw it up right next to the centre circles. Ball hasn't really moved from the original stoppage. Ben Dobson tries to burst his way through a Maguire tackle. Hard man to break through. Big bitch Maguire tumbles one forward. Well done by Patton. Just trying to get it to advantage. Kevy Burke spins out of a tackle. It's a no great advantage. McMahon, Damien over the footy. Close tackles him. Thought the umpire was going to pluck something out, but he does not.
Just a bit of fresh strapping on the left leg there for Jack Berry. He's done several laps up and down in front of us.
Thrown up quickly. Snowden won it down, but only as far as the last goal kicker, Pitt. Good looking kick too. Just fell short of Maloney. Just got some time and space here, St Mary's. Tenace handballs it out of his defensive half and keeps running. Really well done by Tenace. Then a chiselling ball is nice. Gillies just couldn't extend the hands and then leaves the footy behind. Killen has to try him up for him. Plenty of numbers converging now. I reckon we'll have a stoppage, and we do. Just backward of centre wing.
He's just struggling a little bit with his hands, Gillies. In the last couple of weeks, he hasn't really been clunking them. And that one there, he should have just clunked that one out in front. He usually would.
Nearly 11 gone. West flips it over the back. Oh, trying to catch his way. That man we're talking about, Gillies. Coming out backwards on that occasion was the Leopold in Sam Boyd. Ball over the top. Jesse Lothian gets a crack at it. Matty Miller just kicks an end over end. Mung in the middle of the ground, but it's picked up really well. Really clever by Mitch Patton. Goes into the pocket. Maloney's the target. He keeps his feet. Ball goes to ground. At the bottom of that, I think, is Kevy Burke. It's fisted away from him. Good hands by Close. Really good hands from Close to Patton. And he finishes it off. Great handball from Simon Close. Set that goal up. But Maloney keeping his feet was probably the key to it, I reckon, boys.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And great work rate from Patton as well. He's the one that kicked it to Maloney and followed it up and got himself on the end of it. Good reward.
Who was the one that tapped it on? Did you see that?
Yeah. Well spotted, Wilbur. Not sure who it was.
Scores a tied out at Birdo Reserve.
Oh, that's good. That's 2-0 cracking game as we thought. Leopold on the Corio Bay Health Group scoreboard leads.
Health Group.
Yeah, whatever. 6-2-38. St Mary's 3-4-22. 16-point margin at the 12-minute mark of the second quarter.
Yeah. Breaks the run of goal for goal. So Leopold just easing their margin out ever so slightly. Snowden continuing in the ruck against West. Tries to follow up. That's what he's in there for his ground level work. Jai Thompson comes crashing in and a bit overzealous.
Gave
away the free kick. They take the advantage quickly. No, they don't. Umpire says not allowed to. So it'll be Jacob Welsh, the captain for St Mary's. Looks for a runner on his outside and finds it with Ben Dobson. Chisels one! Brother to brother! I'm telling you, there's something in that Milky. They just know where each other go. He knew where to go, Sam Dobson. And he takes the mark 40 out, or 45 out from home, excuse me.
I reckon he was the only man in the Kardinia Park precinct who knew that where that ball was going there, Sam Dobson.
Yes.
So he's kicked one in this quarter and one for the game. How many behinds, Milky?
Just one.
Just the one.
Yep.
So 1-1 for Sam Dobson. Probably the most informed player in the competition right about now. Comes in, kicks from the paint of 50. Gives it a good look. Is it coming back enough?
Oh.
It was, but West on the line.
Yep.
Punches it through.
Would have expected him to have the distance quite comfortably.
Yeah.
There's no real breeze holding it up or anything.
I was just thinking those Dobson brothers need to invite the Delaney's for a coffee.
Yeah. We just love a Dobson turnover, Delaney.
Yep.
That'd be great. They go to
Pitcher
this.
comes out. Oh, Nick Burke almost takes a mark, goes back, picks it up, then handballs it to Weird Ass off his backside. Sherman gets the crumbs, goes into the hot spot. Dobson at the front of the back. He's got some sensational hands. As Nick Burke gets up very, very sore in front of us.
He might have got his leg sort of trapped under that one. The tackler was sort of at his ankle level. He might have just got himself trapped in there. Doesn't look in a good way as he hobbles off with his right ankle.
Give this bloke a run at the footy and you're in big trouble.
Yeah, that was the key there. He got his way around and had
Yep.
a jump. If he gets a clean jump, he's going to take him.
So he has 1 goal, 2 to his name. He has 2 goals, 2 to his name. Really, Sam Dobson, just, what's that? 14-3 in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when he's got front spot, it's going to be pretty hard for the defender to, punch it, I guess.
What can you do, Will?
Yeah.
What can you do on the Cryo Bay Health Group scoreboard? Is that better, pup? At the 14.5 minute mark, it's St Mary's 4-5-29. They trail Leopold 6-2-38.
Yeah. It's a big job for Jaden McHenry. Looks like he's got Dobson for the afternoon. No, Darcy Keast, broken metatarsal, has him missing the next 10 weeks. So no good for the Lions. Have a wretched run with injuries so far this season. He's a big player for them. Ben Dobson with a stiff arm against Jai Thompson. But that doesn't stop the inspirational Leopold midfielder. But it's Welsh who tumbles one forward for St Mary's to about 60 out from home. Bounces on its end. Will beat Gillies over the line. And will be thrown in about 60 out from home on the outer side.
Has Gillies opened his coffee shop yet?
Oh, here he goes.
Very good, Pups.
Nice little crispy from the back row.
Yep.
So it'll be tossed back in. It's Banjanin and West this time. West had front position. Throwing was a bit shallow, so it favoured him. Thompson tries to get through 2 tacklers, somehow did, but coughed it up. Banjanin, Sherman, little dancing happy feet style. Goes short to Killen. Mark not paid. Didn't go far enough according to the umpire.
Excuse me, can we go back? Didn't Ben Dobson touch that boundary throw in first?
No, it was West.
West.
I
About
reckon
6 people touched it
Ben
before
Dobson
anyone
got a
it.
first hand to it, and he wasn't the nominated ruckman.
May have, but not much he could do, really. Throwing sort of fell on his head. Welsh
It's a free
tries
kick.
to find a way through. It's good. Happened last week, didn't it, Milky? Welsh follows up. Handball over the top. Fazio! Straight in front, easy as you like.
Goal umpire was not expecting that. Almost lost his footing.
He hammered it. And now it's only 4 points the margin, if I'm asked correct. St Mary's have responded. They've kicked the last 2.
That's the back-to-back we're talking about.
So Leopold kicked 2 in a row, and St Mary's respond with exactly the same. 5-4-34 the home side. Leopold 6-2-38. As I say, just 4 points the margin on the Cryo Bay Health Group scoreboard.
Superb vision from Welsh to find Fazio there in the middle. He could have had a shot himself right within his rights, but Fazio was by himself 10 metres out and spotted him up with a handball. Easy goal.
Back in the guts, Banjanin and West. As it was mentioned 15 times. Got a premiership medal, Trent West. Ball goes down. Jai Thompson.
Wouldn't be holding it against him, would you, Milky?
No, that's Tonks. That's all Tonks brought to the table. Nothing else. Comes out to Sam Scott. Over to Jai Thompson. Round the body he goes. Does he get lucky with a kick? No, he doesn't. Tenace. Traps it. Does he keep it in? No, he doesn't. Right in front of the old pass player stand. And we'll have a throw in. 25 around from the Leopold goal. 6-2-38 they are. They lead St Mary's 5-4-34 on the Cryo Bay Health Group scoreboard.
Nice handball, Milky. A long way away. Berry and Banjanin.
Hospital handball.
Berry tapped it to space. Was pretty good. Burke tried to get his way out of there. No, excuse me, it was Matty Pitt. But he was wrapped up in a Dane McMahon tackle and holding the footy was the decision. McMahon allows himself a bit of time. Beautiful kick too, finds Sam Dobson. This is what he does so well. He has the ability to work up the ground and then work his way back. He'll probably mark his own footy. About 70 out. Assesses the options. Wants to go back.
He's looking for his brother.
Doesn't he? And in the end just drives it down the line west to try to influence the contest. But it was Larkham in the end. Wasn't a great option. Over the top from Lothian, and now they have all the runs. St Mary's kick inside 50 from Killen to the advantage of Sherman. Just bounced away from goal. Sherman turns Morris, Zach Sherman, and kicks the goal. A bit of individual brilliance from Zach Sherman.
I actually felt sorry for Morris when he had clean space.
United Fuels Golden Day contender right there.
Contender.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Just broke his ankles, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He was happy about that.
So St Mary's take lead. Not sure if they've been in front today, Milky.
First time. 18-minute mark of the second quarter. 2
points in front. The home side. The last 3 goals for the Saints. 6-4-40. That's thanks to the Corio Bay Health Group. Leopold 6-2-38. 18.5 minutes played in this second term.
They've definitely caught up in the inside 50s as well, only down by 1 to Leopold, so they've definitely...
So they haven't caught up, is what you're saying there, Will?
Well, they're very close, you could say, so they've definitely hit the scoreboard better
Ben Dobson just wheels on these left foot, comes over to the right, comes down, good fist away. Oh, Killen gets it down to Pitcher. Pitcher has 2 blokes contesting under this footy. Oh, the good work there, really super work there from Matty Pitt. Managed to get a boot on it. It's still wrestling with the footy. In the middle is Welsh. And I'm trying to work out who that is at the bottom of the pack. Oh, it's Sam Scott.
Nudie.
Yeah, the Nudie.
North Shore with a 3-point lead over Newtown Chilwell.
Should be a cracking game right there. So
should be.
Nick Burke still hasn't come back on after coming off with that ankle injury. Pacing about.
Berry over the top of Banjanin. Oh, just buried his head there. Welsh tried to get his way through. Finishes up with Garner. Garner pops up top of the square. Dobson!
Got it.
Just good use. Get out of me way, he said, and took the mark.
We'll have a look at Snowy and Boyd just reacquainting themselves.
I love when blokes rest their head on each other's shoulders.
Almost feel sorry for Jaden McHenry there.
Oh, yeah, what could he do?
He got ragged out all the way and he still came back and almost got a fist to it, but the hands were just so strong from Dobson.
And he's a very good defender too, McHenry.
He couldn't have done much more there.
4 in a row for St Mary's coming up here. Sam Dobson. And he's third. In he comes, straight over the goal umpire's head. Makes a little bit of work for him, but does get his third. And St Mary's 7th. 7-4-46. St Mary's. They lead now by 8 points, is it? Yes, 8 points. Leopold 6-2-38 at the 20-minute mark of this second quarter. Corio Bay Health Group quarter. Nick Burke's come good, I think. I think he's right.
Just taking the game.
Give us a nod of the head, Nick. That's it. Thumb up. Good boy.
He's taken it over this quarter, Sam Dobson. It's been spectacular.
Yes, he has. 3 goals. He had 1 behind at quarter time, didn't he?
No. He kicked that behind.
Look at the centre clearance. That was clean as Banjanin straight down to Garner, and they might be on again here. Jimbo over the top. Guess who? Guess who? Dobson is just annihilating Jaden McHenry now. And he takes a mark just 15 metres out, we'll call it, slight angle. And I dare say Otis, who is screaming his lungs out right next to us, it's not how
be a change.
They would want to be defending.
They're moving Larkham onto him.
Larkham's going to come to him by looks of things.
By the looks.
Don't think they'll like the one-on-one, though. Need some help.
Sam Dobson's 3rd contested mark for the quarter.
He's on fire, Wilbur. He comes
in.
No doubt about it. It's a one-man band at the moment, and he's leading his side. They are motoring at the moment. A wonderful centre clearance. And then straight down. 8-4-52 St Mary's. Leopold 6-2-38.
I get him confused. Is he at Essendon or is he at Geelong?
He's at Geelong. Ben's at Essendon.
Well, I'm just wondering what on earth Geelong. Who's Geelong got over there?
They've got. They're playing tomorrow against the Doggies, I think.
Yeah, he's kicked 18 goals, 3 in the last 2.5 games, and he's not good enough to get a game.
I think Wiley Buzzer is keeping him.
Buzzer, Aaron Black as well plays a similar role, hitting up the flanks. Yeah. Reece Stanley rests forward.
They have to play the AFL.
I get that. Yes, I get that. As we're back in the guts, 22 gone. It's been all St Mary's in this quarter. Jai Thompson gets a kick around the body, or trying to crash his way through. Brendan Howe ducked his head looking for a free kick. Big West goes through, leaves the footy behind. Oh, a little bit of a headbutt there from Matty Miller. And the ball goes back to Travellini, though, on the rebound. He puts it out just to Sam Dobson, the man of the moment. Jeremy Larkham is left to deal with him. Ball comes out the back to Zach Wright, but it's pushed out in front. Good pick up, Sammy with Sam Boyd, and I can't see where it's gone. They're appealing for a deliberate. No. Umpire is saying no, throw it in.
Tried to get under the tackle low then, but the ball was just parried out. So spot on Barnesy and Milky. Larkham has got the job now on Sam Dobson. But I think it's more just the one-on-one isolation that's hurting Leopold rather than the actual matchup. Sherman ripped his man off it. Really well done though. Jai Thompson couldn't get a clean pick up on it. Paddled forward by Miller. There's a whistle.
Hang on.
What's happened here?
Free kicks at Mary's.
Kick in danger, I think. Or maybe push off.
No, free kick is against
I think it might have been
Jai
a hold.
Thompson.
A hold,
I think
perhaps.
it was a hold after the ball.
Yeah, so it's going Jesse Travellini's way. I suspect this is right on his range. He'll kick from, or probably the paint of 50. Man on the mark, Jai Thompson is 47 out, we'll call it, if you want to be specific. And Mitch Patton, did you see that, Milky? Mitch Patton asked the umpire, how close can I get? The umpire laid the mark, and he was too late to move. That is pedantic as anything, I reckon.
Yes.
He turned around and asked the umpire, how am I allowed to be? The umpire pointed to a spot. He didn't move, and the umpire has paid a 50-minute penalty. Travellini, I spoke about range. That's no problem. Top of the goal square, thank you. And they kick another. That's 4 in a row, is it not? For the home side.
6 for the quarter.
6 for the corner. Wowee.
Just exploded. It's up to a 20-point lead.
Yeah, 9-4-58 on the Caribe Health Group scoreboard. Leopold 6-2-38. What's the inside 50 count, Wilbur?
For St Mary's?
Please.
It is 32.
And Leopold?
Do you got numbers for this quarter, Will?
No, I don't actually.
That's all right, Wilbur.
All right,
what are Leopold up to?
23.
Yeah, that's a big differential.
Yeah, it was
20
even,
points.
even not too long ago.
20 points. Interesting. The umpire off the ball, paying the free and then paying the 50.
A bit pedantic, I reckon.
Was a bit.
Yeah, both the free and the 50 were.
Yes.
Just touchwood, ticky touchwood, as they say.
Back in the guts. West jumped early, but the ball finished up with Sherman. Kick up and under. Good fist by Weird Ass. Comes out. Pitcher. Then Maguire. He gets a little shovel forward with his boot. Travellini gives it over to his teammate there in Connors. Jesse Lothian went early. Then has to go back and try and pick it up. Leaves the footy behind. Loose ball. That was Gillies. Spears it forward, but Maguire chips in for Leopold. They need to get an answer on the scoreboard, Leopold, I reckon.
That's
not going to do as he goes to Dowling, who just spears one in to Sherman. He might be just at the Sherman class of kicking, this young Dowling.
Yeah, he's magnificent. Good user.
Yeah.
He's got his hamstring or quad strapped on his right leg as well.
He hasn't really extended himself for a long kick yet this game. He doesn't look super confident.
Yeah, he doesn't. He comes in, he'll kick from just outside 50. Still gives it a decent ride, kicking right to the goal mouth. Easy for Trent Westo to thump a fist through it. They'll be happy to see this over, I reckon. It was Matty Pitt unceremoniously dumped over the line by Travellini, but we'll have a throw in regardless. 40 around from goal.
Just a bit of Allen Iverson's step over there too from Travellini.
Iverson.
He just stepped over him. Just get out of my way.
NBA Finals getting in Barnsley's system.
Yeah, very excited.
Thrown in. Milky's wondering what's going on.
Just
ball down. Fazio hooks one over the shoulder. Larkham did really well. Had good position on Dobson. Travellini just burst his way through, but threw a bird at it. I was
waiting for an opportunity to say West did a good effort in getting back and helping out with the spoil, and I think they're going to have to do that, the big fellas. They have to push down and put some real pressure on Sam Dobson, not let him go one-on-one.
Looks like they both on the ground at the same time as well. Oh, it's not there for a point.
No.
He pointed out of bounds then.
Yes, he did. Travellini's behind there now.
Yeah, you're right, Milky. They can't leave him isolated. No. Even Matty Scarlett at his peak would be struggling with Dobson the form he's in at the moment, like one-on-one.
The short kick out from pitcher goes to Sam Boyd. Boyd into centre half. Back for Leopold. Fisted, Weird Ass. Gives it over to Nick Burke. Leaves it behind. Quick hands out of there. Comes out to Welsh. Welsh puts it in front of Gillies. Just almost gave it away to Sherman. Sherman in turn. Across he goes to McMahon.
Got him.
Look who got him. Managed to sneak out on his own. Sam Dobson has kicked I reckon he did he kick one in the first quarter?
No.
He didn't have a score at quarter
Yeah,
time.
so he's kicked 4 goals in this quarter. The second quarter, line out for goal number 5.
5 in a quarter.
4 goals, 2 and out on the full in this
Yeah.
quarter.
And they would have all come in a 15-minute period too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just an extraordinary performance.
Joey's 63 points in front.
So in he comes, Sam Dobson.
Ooh.
Oh, just pushed it to the right. And,
Unlike
misses
him.
one. Very much unlike him. 4-3 for the afternoon now.
Could have put him up by 27 points as well.
Yeah.
Which is pretty staggering.
I think Leopold have just got to try and hold on to the ball here a little bit. They've been...
Oh,
Yeah, they're struggling. Morris with the kick out, complete shank.
I was just going to say, chip it around and hold possession. He's kicked down the full from the kick in.
They've had nothing going forward. Leopold in the last 20 minutes of this quarter. It's costing them killing. With a Johnny Wilkinson sort of set up too. In he comes. Tight angle. Asks a lot of the ball. Asks too much.
Yep.
Pushed it all the way across the face of goal. So Leopold get out of jail somewhat. Barnesy, I think he's right. They just need to get their hands on the footy and try to control the tempo a little bit. They go out wide, fisted away by Tom Lang.
Might be the first contest we've seen Boyd at this
I was
quarter
just
then.
going to say, he was best on ground at quarter time, and they've just shut him down.
They haven't been able to get the ball to him.
Yep.
Yeah,
there's no much service.
Mary's been using the uncontested possessions really well in this quarter, which has allowed Leopold to not be able to get any of the ball.
Free kick going to Maguire for being held without the footy. Again.
Jeez, he's got big hair, Maguire.
Big hair.
He's a big man.
He's huge.
I'd be more looking at those big thunder thighs he's got. He goes to Nick Burke. Takes the mark. McHenry calling it for it right in front of us. He's got him or Larkham to go to. Ignores both of them. Goes to the outer side. Looking for close. Goes over his head. At ground level, they do. Garner fists out the footy to his teammate there, McMahon. That one is Damien. And the umpire says, nah, nothing doing there, boys. Give me a ball. Give me the ball. We'll have a ball up. That's a 22-point margin now to St Mary's at the 30-minute mark of this last quarter. 9-6-60 to 6-2-38. Tri Bay Health Group.
Jeez, I'd just love the pinch one. It looks unlikely, but it'd be a huge goal in the context of things if the Lions could get one late here. Maguire just pushed off it by Garner. He was so strong, and now Snowden kicks to 55 out. Larkham shows some strong hands against Dobson. Done a pretty good job.
When did the last time that happened?
Couldn't do anything in the last time. That's a kick, funny looking kick over the top, but it'll work. McHenry dances inside Sherman a bit easily, to be honest. Goes out wide looking for Scott. Up against it, opposed to Dowling, who did enough to create the contest and out of play right on interchange gates.
When's the last time Dobson's been out? Sam Dobson's been outmarked.
Yeah, a few weeks.
Yeah, I reckon.
The umpire will throw it in. Snowden played a fair bit of time in the ruck this quarter. Haven't seen much of Van Shannon. Up against Trent West for Leopold. They fight out a draw. Welsh has been very good.
Work.
Garner gets his kick away quickly. Burke going back with the flight. Couldn't hold the mark. That was probably a throw from Sherman, but down to McMahon. Look at the delivery. That is superb to the outer side and finds Tom Gillies 40 around. And I reckon he likes himself from here, Big Ned Galley.
Tossing the grass there.
And have a look who was chasing him. Poor old Jaden McHenry.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
He'll be thinking, what have I done?
Tough day. Sometimes Backman's afternoons can get a bit nasty.
Yep.
In comes Gillies. Little skip step in. And it was always to the near side through for a behind. 23 points to margin. We played 31 minutes thanks to Caribe Health Group, second term.
Ball kicked out from Morris. This time he finds McHenry in the far pocket. Decides to go to Jesse Lothian, who and Killen actually just pinched a couple of metres
He
there.
did.
The umpire let him get away with it. Lothian goes to the outer side. Boyd at the back. Oh, just throws himself into the contest.
Oh, that's quite
Scott,
deliberate. Didn't go out.
Matty
though.
Millard wasn't. Just kicked it end over end. Coming back, I reckon that was Connors, was it, who brought the ball back in.
That is a superb grab.
That is a great grab.
Free kick to Leopold.
Bad luck,
though.
it's a free kick. That is an
That was Zach
amazing
Wright.
grab from
Yeah,
Zach Wright.
Zach Wright, yeah.
Yeah.
McHenry, who's the recipient of that free kick, wondering what to do at the 32-minute mark of this second quarter. Goes out wide, almost taking the grab. There was Boyd by hand. Jai Thompson across to his teammate there, and Mitch Patton. He's set upon. right in front of that scoreboard that says 61-38. That did say 8-20 the other way at quarter time.
Yeah, and no breeze to speak of, really.
No.
It's just been dominance in play from the home side. Right in the shadows of half-time. This quarter can't have long in it.
8-5 to 3 straight.
West won it down to no great advantage. Miller's kick was smothered. Snowden tries to wriggle away out of there now. Ben Dobson inside-outside ball. Just skips clear of Sam Boyd and out of play on the paint of 50.
Ooh,
Yeah.
heard that nice F-bomb. Yeah.
Surprise didn't come from you for once, Milky.
About even between the field and Milky so far.
Yeah, and just like to alert the listeners that Milky had a mystery lunch to go to if we were going to Geelong West today, but that lunch just amazingly
just
cancelled. Now
disappeared, didn't it?
it's at Mary's.
I think it was a family function,
I
wasn't it?
think it might have been, but somehow it just disappeared off the calendar. And we'll have a ball up as soon as he heard we were coming to St Mary's.
We didn't hear. I made the call. Don't worry about that.
The lunch vanished.
Yeah.
West won it down towards Morris. Couldn't pick it up cleanly. In fact, it was Boyd, Dobson ripped off the footy. We'll have another ball up, which will suit
I do think
other
I
side.
recall others saying I may have my socks to pair and clean the lint out of my belly button and all those sort of things, how busy you blokes were.
Some great mental images there.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that.
So another throw up.
33 and a half minutes gone in this second quarter. What's happened? The ball comes out to Jai Thompson with the left foot, goes to the outer side.
Oh dear.
Out on the full. So free kick. Surely in the dying seconds of this
Can't be,
second
yeah.
quarter.
Had plenty of goals this quarter, but hasn't been much else holding it up. Couple out in the falls, I
It's about to
suppose.
tick over 34 minutes.
Having a sleep.
Yeah, as Kane Tenace waits for the footy. What did I call him last week? Tanner.
Grant. You call him Grant Tanner.
Yeah. Don't know what the hell was going on there.
Grant Tanner.
So he still waits for the footy. He's Buck Rogers. Just look at him giving up, taking the short little steps there, Buck. Have a look at their tiny little steps, the runner. Ball goes in to sending St Mary's into attack. Up they go. McHenry gets a fist on it. Then goes back. Dobson off a step. Comes out to Pitt
There
as
you
the
go.
siren goes. Whew, and I think that's the siren Leopold really wanted. So at half time here, 9-7, 61 St Mary's. They lead Leopold 6-2-38. In that quarter, boys, Leopold kicked 3 straight goals. Tom Lang moved to Boyd, even though he didn't get much of it. That's certainly a match-up after quarter time. Back in to start this third quarter, it's West versus Banjanin. West knocks it down as far as Jai Thompson to send Leopold into attack. Close, almost takes the mark. McMahon pushes it forward to Tenace, hands over the top, Connors, traps it back under. Sam Scott dishes
here
off
we
the
go.
handball over to Howarth, goes towards goal.
There
What
it
a
is.
start! What a start!
Great passage of play there from the centre bounce.
Yeah, perfect. Just as we spoke about on the halftime breakthrough, Wilbur's stats, the clearances there. Jai Thompson, the former skipper, getting one straight away out of the middle, and they came forward in waves. Interesting, McHenry started on Dobson again to start this quarter.
Yeah. Noticed that.
Larkin back on Gillies. Interesting, maybe just putting a bit of faith in him at the halftime break.
You're right, Bunsey. Jack Berry looks a sore boy.
Oh, Kane Tenace just limping off there, boys, too.
He's got the
Uh-oh.
bad hamstring.
He
That's
It does look like he was favouring his right leg, which is the bad
and
one.
he's got it heavily strapped too. We'll keep an eye on that as the afternoon progresses, but missed a fair bit of footy with that.
44 to 61 on the Buckley's Entertainment scoreboard.
Back in the middle, West won his own clearance in the end, then a double team tackle.
Look how far the
That's a lot
umpire
of
was
footy.
away then, Milky.
Yep. They
40 metres off the contest.
I'm
huh?
not sure how they do it. They seem to get further and further and further away from the contest. Run towards it, boys.
So it'll be thrown up right next to the centre circles. West reaches over the top for Leopold. Kick was smothered.
Ooh.
Ball at ground level. Gillies, Sherman, tumbling ball to centre half forward. Blood was stripped off it. Oh, well done, Weird Ass.
Yes.
Intercepted the handball. Looks up, not much to kick
No.
to, so he had to rush the kick. Lang at his knees. Wasn't great. McMahon back in the team this week. Goes looking for another McMahon. Damien, but the handball fell short. Now close, tumbles one forward. Maloney keeps it in front. Did well against Riley Hall. Now Patton tries to wrestle his way through Riley Hall. 2 strong boys there. Hall not letting him through.
Very good tackle by Hall. Patton was trying to get as low as he could to try
He
and
did.
draw the high free.
Yeah, it would have been a free kick to Selwood. We all know that.
Come on, Milky.
He has better technique in drawing than Milky. That's the tactic.
So it's still 44 plays 61. Leopold desperately needing a goal here. The skipper. His kick smothered off the boot. Bouncing ball. Patton, what can he do? Goes towards goal. Oh, kick smothered. Going back, McMahon. Dishes it off Sherman. Oh, that one is Hayden. Gets the ball, McMahon to centre half back. Oh, good mark to Sam Dobson's come up to lend assistance. He's taken the mark at half back.
Yeah, and he has the overlapping run with Hayden McMahon. Goes on his left foot, just kicks to advantage more than anything. He has Garner and then Fazio. Fazio allows the Shepherd, allows Garner to run inside 50 and take a bounce. A handball over the top. And Tom Gillies can stroll in and kick an open goal, end-to-end stuff. And if Sam Dobson isn't kicking him, he's setting him up.
Great run as well from Hayden McMahon.
Yep.
I think that was. He powered all the way from the back line through, got the handball from Dobson and kicked it into the forward half.
Garner just showed Morris no respect then. He just said, I know I can get away from you, mate.
Yeah.
He got a little bit of help from Fazio, but still just turned on the old afterburners and got him over to Gillies for goal. So they've got the answer. 3 minutes that took on the Benny Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. 10-7, 67 St Mary's. Leopold 7-2-44.
Do you reckon Jared Garner's rated highly enough?
No, not at all. Doesn't get shown a lot of respect.
I think he's a terrific player.
He is. Back in the guts. Ben Janet knocks it down. The ball finishes up back in his hands, and he's tackled by West. And we'll then have another ball up. Just
up and down continuously here, Barry, in front of us.
Yeah.
Interesting, because they didn't get that extra run out on the ground at half time, he might have just gone completely cold.
Yeah, Ben Dobbs is just an up and under to the outer side. Bouncing ball. Surely this goes out of bounds, and it does. We'll have a throw in outer side. Been nearly going 4 minutes. I don't know that Berry is going back out there, boys.
No, he's definitely struggling.
Yeah, looks sore. It's his calf or shin that's strapped.
Yeah.
Unsure which one is which.
But it's hard to tell because he usually runs shocking anyway.
Yes, he doesn't have a great running gait. Maguire got the footy from the tap down, but was wrapped up in a quick tackle. Umpire blew the whistle before he got the kick away, so we'll have another stoppage where the ball landed.
Just looking, they're moving Maloney forward and they're sending Boyd back.
Yep.
Centre half forward and full forward swap over.
Not a bad move. West won it down pretty convincingly. All St Mary's at the fall of the ball though. Killen ripped off it by Lothian. He did really well. Got it to Maguire. Tumbles one forward. It was McMahon was waiting. Got his hands clear. Maguire goes again. Bundled over his own teammate, I reckon. That was his own teammate. And he still got the free kick. Extraordinary. Pretty as the ball centre half back. Looks up, not much to go to for Daniel Pitcher. And then dances inside. Really well done. Gets inside Gillies. Kicks to a 2-on-1 contest. Round on Paddy Dowling. Extended a hand and then controlled the footy. Kicking in the middle of the ground. Has to be good and was. Finds Ben Dobson. Prolific last week. Not as much today, but still getting a fair bit of footy inside 50. Jeez, his brother held off McHenry with one arm and tried to complete the mark with the other. Couldn't. Leopold with the footy again. Kick was partially smothered on its way out. Garner just tumbles one forward. No great advantage. Killen wheels a way through. Always to the near side and through for a behind.
Geelong West Giants have taken the lead.
Yep.
Straight to the point. I like it.
Yes,
quick kill.
Morris in the back pocket. His teammate slips over there. He allowed Welsh in.
Great tackle.
Tacked by the hand. A good tackle.
He's done a lot of hard stuff.
Mitch
Maguire.
Yeah. He's been very good.
Very impressive player.
Dishes off the hands to Morris. Morris goes, changes direction, looks at Maloney. Kevy Burke's at the bottom of it. Gets the crumbs, advantage paid. Goes to Boyd, a shocking kick. Putting his bloody hands, not his bootlaces. Ball comes out. Riley Hall. Kevy Burke goes back, almost picks it off. He does. He just tossed it, I reckon. Comes back to Jai Thompson. Gets one. Did he get one high? No, he didn't, says the umpire. We'll have a ball up, though. Right in front of the kicks commentary truck.
Umpire was a bit blindsided, to be fair.
Yep.
Facing the wrong way. Good bit of footy there. Nice and contested. Ball up right in front of us at the point of the centre square. Banjana won it down for St Mary's. Blood with some nice putty work on Kevy Burke. Just got it forward. Dowling has 2 to beat. Scott was all over him.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
And we'll have a ball up inside the centre square now. Scoreboard reads 10-8.
Here we go. There we go. That's what we wanted.
Going on off air.
Don't give it to Matty. Pup's going to put him on the floor.
Ball up quickly.
I smell those chips. I can smell the chips.
Down. Blood. End over end footy was nice. in the middle of the ground. Right was stripped off it. Now Leopold have a chance. It was through Kevy Burke. West doing some nice work. Gets it back to Kevy Burke. He's 55 out. He had to kick quickly. That's gone 6. No! It's gone 6 metres, Alex Maloney.
The other umpire played it. The other umpire played it.
Cannot pay that.
No.
That ball has gone 6 metres, and he's eventually come to his senses, and he's seen a ball up.
That was bizarre.
So he blew the whistle. In the end, he's made the right decision.
Yes,
he's
he
done
has.
the
That's
right
correct.
thing.
Yep.
He's realised he made the blunder, and he'll pay a ball up. We're 35 out from goal, Milky.
We go.
I knew you weren't ready.
The ball comes down to Garner. Garner goes to the outer side. Jeremy Larkham takes a mark. Head up on centre wing. Goes to Morris. Morris gets across to Patton. Takes a mark. Right on the paint of 50. Maloney screaming for it. You only have to kick it 3 metres to him. He takes a mark. Now umpire pays it. Patton going back. He's got the Dennis Lilly run up.
I reckon he'd be not far from making the distance with the right run up here.
I'm just looking at the ball, the contest at the top of the square with Close wrestling with Hall and Lang, and he comes Patton, big high ball. Ben Jennings there. Oh, Riley Hall, the only man who really went for the mark, gives it across to Lang. Lang in turn. Oh, Dowling should have been put in the next week. Gets it footy, gets it across to Jack Blood. His kicking's been sensational. And also, we're talking about really good kicks. Sherman Ivan, a great mark to Morris.
Really well
Takes
done.
a mark. Umpire says, and 50 to you against Josh Eddy.
Yep.
15 metres, good timing to get some chips in.
Give you to a breather. Where you can
Rat.
feel your faces.
You rat.
Morris with the footy in the middle of the ground. Recipient of the 50-metre penalty. Decent 52. Chises one inside 50. Not a great option. McMahon just floated across. Loose man takes a bounce. Kicks through the middle of the ground. Nothing ahead. Leopold. 3 Leopold defenders all by themselves. Jeremy Larkham. Easily done. Goes short.
Got to give Wilbur a
Jai
go at him.
Thompson
Rookie's got to earn him.
has the footy. Just goes long down the line, straight in front of us. Snowden in position A. West reached high, couldn't complete it. Connors trying to pick the ball up with his feet, harder than it looks. Geez, Maguire lays a strong tackle on Riley Hall. I think that is bottom of the pack. Yep. We'll have the ball up directly in front of us.
Connors on his elbows, reached back with his foot and tried to bring the footy back in.
He did, try to use the feet. So quick throw up. Snowden and West. West to Welsh, got one high. Umpire missed it. Miller, Maguire, high up and under footy. Who wants it? Hard one to mark. Maloney went high, took a few with him. Travellini at ground level. Welsh has been good over the top. Travellini ran hard to get receiving that footy. Kick over the top. Why wouldn't you kick to this man? Dobson, 1-2 grab. Wheels and doesn't have much ahead. Chip over the top is nice though. He worked that well. Garner kicks from 60. Beautiful. Beautifully weighted. Wonderful kick.
Josh Eddy.
And Josh Eddy with the mark.
Almost, it looked like he had acres, but it was just a beautifully weighted kick and landed in his lap. 68 plays 44. This to make it 5 goals. 4 goals up at the moment. Josh Eddy hasn't scored as yet. Just watching him. No good. He's not excited about it. Minor score. 25 points the margin now at the 10, almost 11-minute mark of this third quarter.
Berry's back on deepest forward for Leopold.
Yeah.
Might be just hiding him down there to keep rotations.
Pitcher with the kick out, goes to the outer side, finds Weird Ass, got him in the pocket.
Colac with a 28-point lead.
Wow.
Ooh.
Goes back to Matt Pitcher. Grovedale season cooked. Pitcher goes to Wagner. Jai Thompson. Jai Thompson takes the mark and the heat with it. Goes with that left of his, raking down the wing. Targets Close, and what a good mark.
Jeez, he's got good hands.
He's got great hands, Close. Goes to centre half forward.
Great
He's
kick.
got
What
the running
a
Nick Burke.
kick.
He's got the running Nick Burke. Takes a bounce.
All the
Goes
way.
over the top to Berry.
Oh,
There he gets it back to Nick Burke. Runs in. They finally got it over the line.
Nearly.
Nearly mucked it up like the old pup did with the chips last week. Nearly made a mess of it. Nearly made a mess of it. So much needed goal there to Leopold.
Great running from Burke, but Simon Close
What
with the
a
mark. And
kick.
one of the best kick you'll see today from
Did
out
not
on
have
the
to
wing.
break stride. That is a
Unbelievable.
hard kick to pull off.
Unbelievable kick.
Back to 19 points, 10-9-69 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard to Leopold. 8-2-50, 19-point margin, 12-minute mark of this third quarter.
Feels a bit bigger than 19 points too. Really,
You re-
Leopold
it-
are doing well to be
Leopold
this
get back
close.
another goal, back to back.
Yep.
You might find they're right amongst it.
Leopold already 6 early uncontested marks. They're definitely-
Surprised he's had time to do stats. He's been shoveling chips in at 100 mile an hour. Wilbur.
There's also some vanilla slice for dessert.
Oh, you are
Oh, the pup just dropping bombshells from the back row.
Jeez.
Would you like one, Potter?
Give him something. He's been hanging around like a blowfly.
West, in the middle of the ground, wraps up Snowden. Really nicely done by him. And we'll have a ball up right in the centre square again. Centre circle, excuse me. So 19 points is where we sit. Home side's way. Just feel they need a couple more goals to get the just rewards for their dominance. Maguire, geez, coming in hard was Welsh. Hurdled a couple. Handball out wide. Pitcher. Tumbles one forward. He did well. Milky spot on. Maloney has Riley Hall against him, and that's a tough ask. Connors has to be quick. Thompson goes whack to real hard nuts. A real strong tackle on Jacob Welsh. Ends up with a footy. Leopold. Maguire on 50 has Howarth, and they can thank Jai Thompson for that.
Huge hit from Thompson. He lined him up, didn't he?
Yep.
Did it fairly as well. That was really.
Yep.
It would have been easy to go through his back there, but he got him on the side.
So Brandon Howarth has one for the afternoon.
2.
10,
I'll go down for 2.
Yes,
two, sorry. 2 it is. Looking at the wrong bloke. He'll come in.
You've only got him down to 1 there.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah,
had it in
you
my
made a mistake.
Had it in
That's
my
what you've
head.
done.
He
You
comes
made a
in,
mistake.
kicks from 45,
No applause.
just to the near side. 18 points, 3 straight kicks the margin.
I thought Leopold's tackling pressure's been pretty good this quarter as well.
Good stuff, Wilbur. So it's Ben Dobson from fullback. Looking, should have given it across to Buzz. Well, he's got a gob full of Coke. Gets it over to his, that's Coca-Cola. Comes out wide. McMahon goes across to
not sure
Damien.
that needs confirmation.
Damien goes to Welsh. Weird ass with a big quick handball, but it's intercepted by Fazio. Over to Jack Blood. Jack Blood turns. Back over his shoulder he goes. Underneath this is Killen. What can he take? Oh! Nick Burke, I reckon that was. It flew with the flight.
Yep. Big contest.
Ball goes across to Weird Ass, and it comes off his hand and over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in. 20 metres away from the scoreboard that reads 10-9-69 St Mary's. Leopold 8-3-51. 18-point margin at the 15-minute mark.
Doing well, playing the game largely on their terms now, Leopold. Just need to get some scoreboard pressure. Snowden won it down pretty convincingly. Dobson just dropped the footy. Jai Thompson tries to fend off Welsh. Welsh with a bit of revenge.
Yes.
Nicely done by those two. Two guys who do not take a backward step, all fairly, of course. Be thrown up at the...
Gave him a nod there, Thompson, as well.
Yeah.
He got up.
Yep. So thrown up right at the point of the centre square. Snowden been good when he's been the relieving ruckman. Geez, Matty Miller had to be quick with a handball. Really good tackle on Scott. Was stripped of it, just paddled forward. Here is the man we speak of, Welsh and Thompson again.
have a look
Those
at
two,
that.
they are duelling it out. Thompson the winner, but his tumbling footy was well marked. But Riley Hall continues
Seems
to
to have
play
too
a
much
nice
time to
game
get
of
to the footy. Seems to have too much time.
Damien has another McMahon working for him. This is Dylan this time. When it is Hayden.
Oh, Hayden made
To
the lead.
create
He
the trio,
ignored
he
him.
did.
It's
Would've
come to
been
the
good.
kicks. Commentary
Comes
truck.
very wide.
Oh. Dobson. Ben. Right in front of us. Goes to back to McMahon. Damien. Goes to centre half forward. Over the top. I reckon the target was right there, but it comes back out. Pitt at centre half back. Goes
here
up
we
the
go.
line to
Oh,
Scott.
here we go.
Scott just needs to keep the footy in front of him. Should run away from McMahon. He should be stuffed as the ball goes towards Berry. Takes the diving mark. Can't hang on. Lang picks up the crumbs. Sends St Mary's into attack. Riley Hall spins. Goes down the outer side. Pitt at the back.
Hey!
Over the top. Sam Dobson. It's just a little quick kick into Welsh, the captain. He's got Ben Dobson now. The Dobsons are running the show on this outer wing. Takes a bounce. Nick Burke's chasing him. Won't get to him. Goes into centre half forward. Jack Blood takes a mark. And will send St Mary's into attack. Plays on immediately. Goes in I was about to hand the ball to you, but it's not going to happen because he finds right in the pocket. Little bit of quick movement there from little Jackie Blood.
Very excited.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's paid a free kick. Unsure
I don't know what that
where
was
that's
for.
come from.
Didn't think it was anyone else in the contest.
No, neither did I. Anyway, Ball falls to the back of the pack. McMahon chiseling ball, nice. Oh, they got their wires crossed. Two St Mary's players. Then Garner threw a hand at it when it wasn't meant for him. Jai Thompson doing a lot of hard stuff. Tumbles one forward. It's a 3-on-1 contest. West did terrifically well. It was a 3-on-1 and brought it to ground. The big ruckman dowling up high. 2 hands to it. That's a mark.
Yeah, should have been.
Play on was the call though. Handball over the top was rushed. Didn't need to do that. Now Maguire over the top. Patton gets the bounce, does he? His handball fell short. That was a big contest. Now the ball is flicked out wide. Travellini beaten to it. Scott's shoulders in trouble, Milky. I'm telling you. He's all and his head.
I think they clashed heads, mate.
Yeah, he did. Now Patton with the footy. Looks up, kicks to half forward. Beautifully done. Berry on one leg. There is nothing ahead. He misses Patton with a handball. Bad error. Now McMahon over the top has time to Travellini.
Oh, they mucked it up as well.
Can't complete the mark.
Past him.
And the ball out of play.
The game's
Scott. What's happened to Scott? There he is. It's an half forward.
The game certainly opened up. It's very open and uncontested.
And there's a whistle.
On play.
Might be blood.
Blood.
Yep.
Scott. Yep.
Not
got one.
Jack.
No, got one on the eye, as you can see, trickling out of the right eye. On the old corner there.
Very end-to-end the last 10 or so minutes. Has been quite open, this game. I think that suits Leopold a little bit.
Yeah. Absolutely, it does.
Not sure who it was, but in the marking contest down near the rooms, one of the St Mary's players managed to knock over Maguire. I thought that was pretty impressive.
Yep, show me the money. Ball comes in spinning.
Very sharp.
It goes down to West. West knocks it down, comes out to Banjanin. Little up and under handball. Over the top. Fazio, you reckon it was a throw from here. Garner puts it out in front of Dobson. Fisted away from him.
Weird ass on
Garner keeps going, follows it up. Oh, then gee whiz, that was
off it. Has to be high.
that had to be high. The umpires have let it go. Ball's come out. Boyd takes the mark at his bootlaces. He's only got Maguire to kick it to. Takes the mark right in front of the kicks commentary truck. Wheels around. He's got Berry in the pocket. Oh, big
the big
fella.
man.
Well done. Good work. That's what they've put him for there. They've decided if you can't get around the ground, mate, get in the square and make your presence felt.
He's good on the lead, Barry. He's got away from Lang a couple of times this quarter. Before.
Lang wasn't too happy about it.
Don't think they have that matchup right. I think Riley Hall's, if he's playing so deep, probably the man best suited.
Berry's already got one. In he comes. What?
It's worked.
Someone's screaming his own name to put him off.
Yes. Jack Berry.
I haven't heard that before.
No, who was that? Was it one of the St Mary's boys?
Yeah, one of the St Mary's players.
Tom Lane doing spins on the mark as well.
Screaming his own name to put him off.
Worked in the end.
They've clearly gone one-on-one here from the kick-ins, Leopold, so no zone or anything like that. It's just one-on-one.
Nice to bring it in. So it was his knee that's been strapped up, Milky, not his hamstring from last quarter. It was a beautiful kick. That's always one thing you can fall back on. Kane Tenace is a very, very good user of the footy. Finds Zach Sherman in the back pocket. Chips over the top. Guess who?
Oh, right in front of us.
Right in front of us. Kane Tenace. Assesses the options. Not a heap ahead. He goes in. Board. Had to be good at... it was a hand to it. In the end, round well done. Now they force a neutralised contest. Ball at the back of the pack. Morris. Maguire. Over the top. They work quick hands. Kevin Barrack. Left foot ball.
Oh! Jackie boy! What about the miss?
Sucked the life out of the footy. Jack Berry. And he'll have another go from a similar position.
I've just noticed there the umpire just warning Sherman, where we just had before, the 50-metre pass when, very pedantic. He got a warning there.
Just a sneaky little United Fuels container there from Barry. Just thick hands.
Yep.
And he comes, big Jack Berry. Just 2 goals for the year coming into today. Didn't look great off the boot. Hung it to that outer side again.
Gee, what a difference two goals there would have made.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Milky.
Whiz.
Wow,
just needs to get to know his own name a little bit better. Big fella.
10-9, 69 St Mary's, Leopold. 2 behinds in a row, 8-5, 53, 21 minutes played. Quick quarter.
Joey's 13-23, 101 over Lara, 128.
Jeez.
So it's McMahon to come out from fullback. Goes to centre looking for Gillies. No, Banjanin up he goes. Doesn't take the mark. Gets Welsh. Puts it out in front of his teammate there in Dowling, who's been really impressive today. Hands across. Morris. And also Maguire. Comes out the back to West, who gives it to Morris. Back to West. Over the top. Wagner sticks a hand in. Comes out the back to Boyd. Goes. His kick is intercepted by Connors. Connors by hand finishes up in a chain of handballs with Tenace in the middle of the ground. Dobson back to Sherman. Sherman, can he pick out a teammate? He does in Gillies.
What a kick.
Just really good use of the footy.
What
Goes back to Garner. Garner goes towards goal.
Why did he play on?
I have no idea why.
He must have been called to play on.
Don't know
Unless
what
it was
for. It
touched,
clearly
perhaps.
wasn't touched.
Didn't
No, there's
look
no
like
one
it.
around him.
Jeez, strange. If that wasn't called to play on, that's a strange option by Tom Gillies. So Leopold back with the footy in hand when it really shouldn't be. Whistle again.
Free kick to Boyd.
Been
Yep.
holding there.
Boyd. A good first term, as the boys
He's
said.
got West here on his own.
He does have Trent West. He
not
stands
anymore.
out like a beacon too. He's nudged under the footy, tunnelled by Banjanin. Fairly says the umpire. Patton has a handful of Dowling's jumper. Umpire just ignored that. Dowling, he dances away through. He's done that a couple of times. Really composed for a young man. McMahon, Damien goes out wide. Travellini pierces one down the line. He has Ben Dobson who can wheel and go. He's forced to go back inside. Has Snowy. Now he's at the point of the square. Goes long, beautiful looking kick and has Jack Blood 40 out from home.
Deserves the goal, Jack Blood.
Yeah, Geelong Falcon product. He was the captain, and he also won the best and fairest last year.
Beautiful
And
little bio.
He
Yep.
went
Yep.
and he goes. Well, he used to go to my school at St Joseph's
Did
College.
he give you anything in the playground, Will? Did you?
No, I didn't.
No.
Gave you nothing.
Yeah.
Good
Fresh
school.
air.
Good school that Wilbur.
Yeah, it is.
They breed quality broadcasters. Blood comes in from the point of 50 just about. He's hung it out through for a minor score.
So the two Jacks. That's the last three behinds have been kicked by Jack. That was interesting for you, boys. Just a nice little stat that I brought
Very-
there for the table.
very
Wilbur.
interesting.
That's actually good
one
by
for
you,
you.
Milky.
Yeah, there go Morris. Here he goes to the outer side. Stretching in Snowden,
Good
taking a
mark.
good mark. Over Travellini. Travellini up and under kick to the top of the square. He cannot.
I think it's a mark. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a mark.
Dobson.
Dobson. You just put it in. I think they just say,
How?
we'll put it in his area.
How's he marked?
Bloody hell.
He took a chest mark with 6 blokes hanging off him.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened.
Just put in his area. He'll do the rest, guys. And now he'll go back and show you how to put it through the middle of the big sticks.
It's his 5th contested mark for the game.
Yeah, he's huge.
He is massive.
Very hard to be a defender on him.
I'll tell you what, if you're in the St Mary's coaching staff, you'd be telling Geelong he's no good. He is no
Yeah.
good. And he comes. He's kicked 4-3 for the afternoon. Right in front, almost. Comes in. Goal umpire slightly moves to his right, but it's gone through for a big one. 5-3 for today. And he had 12 before the game, so that's 17 in 3 weeks.
Big goal, that one.
Massive
Leopold
goal.
couldn't take chances down their end, and
Yeah.
Dobson gets here, so it stretches it back out to 23 points and really makes it hard for Leopold from here.
On the Buckley's Entertainment scoreboard, that 23 points is St Mary's 11-10-76, Leopold 8-5-53.
We've got Sam Scott back on the ground, Milky, and a new number. Bloodied number 8 jumper can't be back out there. It's now wearing 27.
My old number.
Not sure that matters.
That's in honour.
Thrown
That's
up.
in honour of me. Sam's got the nudie boy.
Ben Shannon on it down convincingly. And then applies a tackle on Jai Thompson too, who
Isn't he?
hasn't stopped trying.
Isn't it funny how a number makes a bloke look so different?
Yeah.
Doesn't he
Yeah,
look really
he does
different
look-
in
I think
that?
it's a slightly looser fitting jumper.
Yeah.
which
With the
probably doesn't-
headband as well.
Yeah.
Yep, so tossed up quickly. West had front position. Kevy Burke throws a boot at it to the advantage of Nick Burke.
Oh.
And then Miller, chiseling ball
Good
is
work.
nice and finds Boyd. Long way from home, about 75 out. Just puts it up. High ball, 2-on-1. Berry
oh.
was manhandled.
Absolutely he was.
Patton couldn't quite get the front and centre too. Bit unlucky then, Jack Berry.
Yep.
Should have got a free
Yeah,
kick.
clearly all over him, Hall. It's hard when he has that reach. You can't really do much about it, but you can't sort of drag
No.
him down like that.
He very luckily got away with it.
Almost marked it anyway. He looks good down there, Barry.
Yeah.
Threatening, doesn't he? The ball 25 out from the Leopold goal. Oh, just Tenace goes round the body. Doesn't really kick it to anyone, but to the advantage of Josh Eddy. Eddy, off a step, just pumps St Mary's into attack. Oh, Dobson didn't mark it. What the hell's going on? McHenry, and with a foot race, flicks it back. Morris at ground level, tries to pick it up and get it off to his teammates, but he's tackled by Snowden, and we will have a ball up. Half forward flank for St Mary's. 27 minutes gone almost. And a handy little lead there.
Just need one more here, Leopold.
Yeah.
just to make it close.
Scores are tied at Eldersley, 58 apiece.
Jeez. Good game between the Eagles and the Seagulls. So ball on the outer side, Larkham. High up and
I
underfoot, it
reckon
looks
it's
like
got
it's
a
sailing
single
out of
bonnet,
bounds
yeah.
on the full and is. Right at the heart of centre wing. So St Mary's have another chance to...
Well, but if you're not going to eat
Yeah,
them, put them up amongst the
haven't
big
seen a
boys. They'll
chip
eat
in a
them.
while, Will.
They'll smash them.
Tenace inboard was really nice. Finds Dobson Ben. Probably looking for his brother. And I suspect this is going towards him. Snowden has front position though. Through his hands. Garner playing a deep lying forward role in this quarter. Ball comes out. Morris wrapped up in a vice-like tackle from Blood, I think that is.
I think it is, mate.
Bottom of the pack. Really nicely done from the young man.
Let him go cold, Will. That's not good, mate.
Come on.
Not happy about this.
They're not happy, the boys up the end, Will. When you get your chance, you just got to just vacuum them up. As the ball comes out, Snowden almost through that. Umpire said it was okay. Ball comes out to Scott by hand. Finishes up with Jai Thompson. Takes a bounce. Leaves it behind. Still manages to get out of the trouble, but ball comes back. Good work. Dowling was the bloke who'd run him down. Gives it back to Banjanin. Banjanin up and under. Oh, Dobson didn't take the mark. Goes back to get it. Does Eddie. Gives it over to his teammate. Oh, was that a one-handed throw by Killen? Umpire said it was okay. Off the deck goes Ben Dobson. Then tries to get around Jai Thompson. Gets some help from Welsh with a Shepherd. To top of the square. Good mark by guess who? Sam Dobson. Lines up for number 6.
Wow.
That was uncontested mark.
Yeah, he got rid of his opponent early on.
He does a lot of early work, Dobson. He likes engaging very early and then trying to get the separation.
Poor old Jaden McHenry might have to come out in a new number and a new identity next week.
That's it. Unbelievable. In comes Sam Dobson. 5-3. Make it 6-3. For the and 12 goals, 10. 82. That is St Mary's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. Reckon that might nearly snuff them out, Leopold. 8-5, 53. 29-point margin.
Might seem pretty hard for Leopold coming into the last quarter now.
Yeah. Long way back.
Bell Park, 9-11-65 over South Bowen, 5-2-32.
All over it.
That's over.
There too at Hamlin Park. Interesting, Milky. Dobson so prolific for St Mary's down one end in the forward line, but the two keys were Leopold, Maloney and Close, both goalless.
Yep.
Haven't really looked like it, have they?
No. McMahon's done a nice offensive job too when he's been allowed to run on Simon Close. Got a fair bit of footy coming out. And there's the siren.
there it is.
Right on the siren. Ben Dobson slotting another goal, and St Mary's go into three-quarter time. 12-10-82. Leopold have it all to do going into the final term. 8-5-53. That's thanks to Buckley's.
As we said, 29 points there in that had on the Leopold boys.
Yeah.
I just watched it.
McHenry.
Isn't
I
he
just
just a
watched
pest?
Jesse. He just
Isn't he a
belted.
pest?
He just belted Sherman in the hamstring but it's strapped. He's just.
And then trying to
targeting
cork him as well.
It's sensational. I love those sort of footballers. I could watch that all day. As the ball comes up, West knocks it down. Thompson, he puts it in front of his teammate in Kevy Burke. Comes to Tenace, gets the ball. He's been really, really good.
Played the
Dowling.
game, hasn't he?
Uh-oh.
Yes. And he's put it down the throat of Sam Dobson. Dish it across to his brother. They're playing backyard footy, these two. Comes out wide to Garner. He's got Gillies if he wants him. He makes Gillies work for it, but it's not too bad. Jeremy Larkham on the mark. He's 40 out, so Gillies, we've got a really good look of it.
Good look at that shirt tan as well. It's very vibrant today.
He's a
Still
bit
got
close to be saying that, Barnesy.
Here he comes. Tommy Gillies.
Hope
Goes
he- hope he gives it to you.
Beautiful kick.
Beautifully.
No
Just
look around
struck it
either. Disappointing
beautifully.
from the Gill.
That's his second. We mentioned that he started off a little bit slow, but he's certainly become... That was just a really nice kick of the footy, and not the start that Otis would have been hoping for. After 35 points, guys, 13-10, 88 to Leopold, 8-5, 53.
Just about puts it away, that one, doesn't it?
Yeah, it'd be pretty hard for Leopold to come back now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Any outstanding stats? We didn't have a run through them at three-quarter time.
For Leopold,
Just in the game.
Leopold 10 marks uncontested for that quarter. They've only had the 19 to Mary's.
No.
They had 21 Marys uncontested marks in that quarter.
Really?
A lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of. That's ball dominance. That points to.
Yeah, so they've had 33 in total. So that's how they got their lead out of this one.
Larkham, battle it forward. I'll come back to you in a minute, Wilbur. Travellini, ball out of play. You can go for it now, boy.
And
Boy!
Boy.
Oh, call him
that.
boy!
Talking down to him.
Yeah, boy!
Felt like changing it up from Wilbur.
Boy!
Boy.
27 tackles for St Mary's to Leopold's, 26.
Well done. West, what up, boy?
Not sure
Boy.
what was going on there.
The ball comes out. Oh, Ben Dobson gives the old stiff arm to Pitt, but the ball ends up finishing under the scoreboard, and we will have another ball in. Boy. Wow,
Yeah, that's strange, isn't it?
Boy,
Don't
oh
whoop me,
boy.
Massa.
I reckon you've absolutely lost it today.
Not good.
West.
Not good.
You're the only person that gets that, and that's not good radio. The ball trickles towards the boundary line. It's kept in by today's note. The boundary umpire said it was over before he got the handball away. So, bit of a slower start from the Lions here in this last term when they could at least afford to. 88 plays 53 in this final term. West again won it down. Ball at ground level. Tenace came bundling through. Hardy lays the tackle.
I'm still laughing.
Still enjoying his jokes that nobody else enjoyed.
Yeah. I'll never get you to sleep at night, I guess.
Clearance-wise, St Mary's 23 to Leopold 26.
See, boy!
Oh no.
Oh, you can stop that. Ball goes to Tenace. Travellini kick smothered by two Lions. The ball out of play. Oh boy.
Out of side. I'm calling this through tears. No shit. As the ball is thrown in. West at
That's
the
number
front.
2 there, Will. Good counting.
Knocks it down. Fazio.
Oh, yeah.
He's dispossessed by Thompson, who's happy to just tumble that over the boundary line. They're calling for deliberate, and he's got paid. He got paid. He just tapped it over the boundary line. As Wagner's just stolen a few metres there on the mark.
Restating Tonks' argument, he does not like the deliberate rule.
Yeah.
Did say that earlier in the game.
Oh, Jesse Lowlands.
Yeah, he's giving him a good work.
Just annoying, isn't he?
He is.
Oh,
Good mark to McHenry at the back as the ball. Travellini tried to bring it back into play. Calming down slightly, which is good. As the ball comes back to Boyd, who's taken a really good mark again. Wobbly old kick to no one in particular. West gets it, spins on one foot, but he puts it down Simon Close's throat. He's got Nick Boyd running down the outer side. If he wanted to switch, it's getting too late, but he's finally spotted him. Up he goes! Plays on and goals! Nearly a contender, I would have
I reckon
thought.
we'll just mention that one later on for United Fuels.
Nick Burke
That might get Leopold up in a bet now.
Yeah.
I reckon it took 3 minutes for him to notice him that he's going down there.
He just wanted to get a bit
early.
closer to goal, I reckon.
Yeah. Again, who was the player that kicked it? Close again.
Close, yeah.
Remember the last ball he kicked across here to us? It was just centimetre perfect. Some bloke said once.
Scores a level at West Oval.
Oh,
Why are we here?
because I had my lunch
Yeah,
cancelled.
Milky's
so here.
lunch. Yep, managed.
On the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, that takes Leopold to 9-5-59. They're trailing the same margin, 29 points as the three-quarter time score, 13-10-88.
Can that spur Leopold on? That Nick Burke mark and goal. St Mary's win the resulting clearance though, which isn't in the script. Welsh, just a careful ball towards Larkham. Nearly a mark to Gillies. Had 2 goes at it. Blood. Happy to see it over.
North Shore out to a 2-goal lead.
Wow.
Whoa.
Fantastic to see. Had a lot
Just keep an eye on those couple in the GF and the BFL too, mate.
tossed in right next to the interchange gates. Good throwing too. I think Milky's very impressed with this
Yes,
boundary
he
umpire.
is. Yes.
Oh, Scott in the new jumper had 2 tacklers come at him. Really strong work.
I think Sammy Scott should wear the 27 all the time. It makes you look skinnier, son. It makes you look that tummy little doesn't stick out.
I'm not sure he's probably got you covered. Dobson
Who hasn't?
tries to spin out of a tackle, then drop kicks it. Umpire saw it. No can do. So Jai Thompson, the recipient.
Oh, that's
nearly 50.
That is
No, it has
50
to be
there,
50.
umpire, right under your nose.
Killen cut off.
And then runs away.
A good 10 paces or so from the mark. Dowling
Oh.
attacks it. Does really well, Paddy Dowling, and then goes. Gunner. Lothian did terrifically well. Just get a hand in to stop Garner from clearing the mark.
good
Thompson
work.
tries to get through his own teammate, Lothian. Blood finds a way through. Handball wide was clever. Dobson goes all the way back to Ben. You know what comes next, do we? No. Wide. Through for a bind.
First score, Ben Dobson. That was they missed that one. That was that was 50 metres against
Absolutely
St Mary's,
it was.
right in front of us.
It cost him 5 metres too, and it led to
Yep.
the turnover.
Yep. Wagner pumps one long to the outer side. Weird Ass was a target. It clears him. Ball at ground level. Stacks on. Close. Also in there. Umpire says, no, give it to me. We will definitely ball this one up. 30-point margin. 7.5. Ticking over in this Bendigo Bank last quarter. Up they go again. Benjamin wins that one. Ball bounces on its end and goes backwards. Oh, Welsh just charges his way through. Ben Dobson wheels around, dishes off the handball to Tenace. Round the body he goes, finds Travellini. Play on's a call. Welsh again. Goes into the hot spot. Gillies keeps his feet. He's got one over the top, just fists it over to Garner. Garner should turn and pop it over his shoulder. He does. And the umpire waiting for the all clear. It is a goal to Jared Garner. His first for the afternoon. And I reckon the fat lady's singing. Don't worry, Will. You're okay. You're safe sitting next to me.
I don't know after hearing that.
Great work, Will.
Well done, we'll stand up to it. 14-11-95, St Mary's. As the fat lady says, probably just about done now. Leopold 9-5-59. We're back in the middle. We've played 8.5 minutes in this final term. So still time, but going to be hard from here for the reigning premier. Out of the middle was Matty
Oh.
Pitt, went wide, really good grab. It's Boyd
Fantastic mark.
at half forward. Is he
He's been pretty
going
good.
for a shot? I'm not sure. I think he is. He'll kick from right on 50, gives it plenty of air time, right to the goal mouth. Berry had 3 to beat in the end. McMahon, is that deliberate?
It
Umpire
is.
does pay
Oh!
it. Umpire does
We've all got to
pay
get
it.
one.
There we go.
See what happens. One's had one, so now another one's going to
He
get one.
was-
We've got one more to come.
McMahon,
He did clearly step towards
yeah, he
the
was
boundary
very,
line.
very happy. He did not try to disguise that whatsoever. So Simon Close, the man with it, runs around, improves the angle, and misses. Let off for the Saints. Any glimmer of hope Leopold had probably extinguished with that miss from Simon Close, who's done all right with limited service this afternoon.
Ben Dobson to take the kick out. Kicks to himself. Then go. Whoop,
Oh,
whoop,
there you
whoop,
go.
whoop. Then goes to the outer side.
Oh, what a
Good
mark.
mark to Lang. Duke's out. Tommy Lang. We got him off a charge a couple of weeks ago.
We did.
Yes.
Yes. We're claiming that anyway, aren't we, boys? Lang down the outer side. Pops it up in the air. Snowden at the front. Free kick.
Yeah, that was
For a
there.
shove.
Did happen to see Tom Lang out and about on the last weekend, Milky, and was not happy that I wrote him off against St Joe's that shot on goal. Made sure he came up to me and
Yes.
made sure of it.
Yes, Blood sends it into the... Oh, Close gets back and takes a really good back
That's
mark.
50?
And that is 50,
Gotta be
umpire.
50. They finally got it this time.
Yes.
Good mark, though. I reckon that's worth a mention, but...
Yeah, I'll put it in the list.
Yeah,
Milky,
I think that was a really... we had probably had a good view of it as well. That's keep,
helps.
keep going. Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
So Close in the middle, just at the back of the centre circles. He should ideally be the man he is kicking to. Oh, and gets inside.
it's
Gillies
handy.
gains
That's
5 metres or so. Not his greatest kick. Dowling attacked it. Ball at ground level. Boyd couldn't pick it up. Blood fell over. Maguire. Wagner. Back inside 50. Not a great kick. Blood just threw a hand at it. Did enough to create the contest. McMahon, handball over the top, will work. Dowling on his left side. Finds right. Does he? He
has not
does.
missed a target.
He's so
he has not missed a
composed.
target.
Yeah, he's a superb young player now, McMahon. This is Hayden. Nearly made a meal of it. Now Tenace
No.
High up and under footy. Hardy
Weirdy.
with
Weirdy.
one arm.
Weirdy.
Did well. Brought it to ground. Sam Dobson, what's he doing up there? Goes back to
Oh.
Tanase, who fumbled. Still has enough time. McMahon. Is that going to go out of bounds? It hovers near the gum tree.
Good mark.
Really good mark from Jai Thompson right in front of the interchange.
Played a good game, Jai Thompson.
He has been good. Spears the
Lovely
ball
kick.
into Boyd.
Oh,
Lucas just coughs it up. Happy feet, knocks it over to Sherman. Sherman finds Ben Dobson. Where's Sam Dobson? I'm trying to find him. Gets the old 1-2, does Sherman. Will run towards goal. Oh, just kicks on the outside of the boot and misses.
Missed.
Normally would swallow those
Yes.
and had me sucked in.
Would have had himself a United Fuels
Yep.
contender there for sure.
Yes, for certain. Pretty as to kick out for Leopold. And kicks it out towards the kicks commentary truck. We got a good look. Boyd gets it, knocks it down to Pitt. Pitt's tumbling ball. Oh, Howarth overran it. Left McMahon goes. Oh, he's almost. Yeah, picture almost marked it. Umpire says nothing doing. Killen at ground level tries to wrestle his way through and doesn't do so. Ball comes off the leg and goes to pitcher, and it's all St Mary's.
Yep, falls just in front of Snowden. Does well. He fed the handball through. McMahon goes very wide.
He must have saw someone out
Yeah,
here.
he must have saw someone in the crowd.
Yeah.
And umpire correctly doesn't call deliberate. Just a missed kick, and they'll be thrown in. 20 around from goal. Looks like Dobson will go up in this ruck contest. He will. Up against Boyd. Not a great throw in. Won it down to Boyd. Thompson done a lot of hard stuff today, along with the managers. Kicked at Matty Miller. Kick to the outer side. All St Mary's though. Hayden McMahon has time to look up and assess the option. Really nice kick to Welsh. Been a great battle between he and Jai Thompson. Goes very wide. Tanase 55 out. Handball over the top. Dowling. Missile soon in. Eddie Dowling unloads off a step. Thank you. Game over.
He celebrates to the
Yep.
fans as well.
As he should.
Yeah, no, he's had a great game.
Keep him in mind, Wilbur, when you're tallying your votes later on, mate, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely had the better of Nick Burke on this near wing.
Been a good duel, though.
St Mary's cracked the ton. 15-12-102. Leopold 9-6-60.
I'm trying to think if Paddy Dowling's wasted a disposal.
He hasn't.
I don't reckon he has. I don't reckon he's wasted one disposal.
It makes it better. He's one of those players that looks so good when he's kicking. He just has a really
Yep.
nice aesthetically pleasing style.
Reminds me of a young me.
Is that another boy out there? Pass there, boy.
Wish I could kick like him.
As Jai Thompson in the guts of the ground goes,
up.
puts it out in front of Close, leaves it behind. Then McMahon it was that went past, goes to Wagner. Wagner goes to Thompson. Thompson's kick nearly grasped it, but the ball is at ground level. Get me up in the monitor. That might be better. The ball comes back to Trent West. Is it travel the required distance? It does. He's calling for 50. West pops it over the top. 2-on-1. Oh, that
the
one! Brandon Howard.
free kick.
Oh, the little shove. Got the little shove. And a free kick to McMahon. And that one is Dylan.
Yeah, it is. Right in the back pocket. Plays on. Just hugs the line as he kicks toward it. Big contest. Jai Thompson over the top. Ball out of play, I reckon. Yep.
Any updates, pup?
Happy feet.
Yeah, Torquay are only 22 points behind now.
Ooh,
Clawing
closing
it
him
back
in.
a little bit.
What about Ocean Grove?
I'm at 20 points behind. 20 points in front.
20 points in front.
That's
Wow,
huge.
That's a massive win for
Ammo's
us.
have been on a good run. I think it's 4 in a row now for them. They take the advantage. Morris, 55 out.
No good.
Not
Need to hit
a
someone.
smartest option. Maguire just bursts away through. Has 2 to beat. Lane got a foot in. Now Hall has a runner in. Damien McMahon hugs the boundary line. Nice kick. Guess who? Paddy Dowling.
See if he misses
And
it.
then goes inside.
Oh,
He
he
does
we
miss
lost
it.
him. Yes!
Drops it up to
We
another
lost
Jai
him.
Thompson. And then kicks inside 50. Berry in the wrong position. Falls to ground level. McMahon.
Struggling Berry.
Handball over the top. I reckon he is.
Yep.
Blood on the halfback flank. Goes short. Finds Hayden McMahon. Takes some pace off it to Connors, and they go quickly. The youngsters combining now. Gilly's not so young through his hands. It's an half forward. It'll be first there. Garner burst through a tackle. Jared Garner and his left foot ball. Nice. Larkham did brilliantly to come off his man. Got the fist and then paddles it forward. Still has Garner though, who's happy to see it over in front of us.
Brilliant run of play
How to
from
play.
Markham
Yep.
to follow it up and get it out. Inspiring stuff.
Garner just covers so much ground and you just don't notice him. He's
He just pops up, doesn't he?
very, very clever footballer.
Marys did pretty good there when Paddy Dowling missed that kick because he was in a dangerous spot for the Leopold.
Double-handed knock there from West. Over to Jeremy Larkham. Big up and under kick right in front of us here. 2-on-1. Happy Feet knocks it. Goes over the boundary line. Right in between the two coaches' boxes. We'll have a throw in. Good work from Liam, the cameraman.
Had a good day up there.
He's had a very good day.
Liam.
Yeah. The chips were good down here, Liam. I don't know what they're like up there.
Bit colder, I reckon.
Yeah. Spinning ball. West wins that one. Puts it in front of Jai Thompson. Looking for someone to give it to. Right in front of the kicks commentary. Goes to Matty Miller. Gets around. Happy Feet. Into centre half forward. Maloney. Gee, Lang just showed him a clean pair of heels there. Then butters up on Mitch Patton. And also ball's not clear. Wagner picks it up for Leopold. Gets it over to Nick Burke. Nick Burke goes to Jai Thompson. Jai Thompson got Berry. Oh, there it is! What a cracker!
That's a ripper. That's
That is a beauty!
United Fuels mark of the day contender right there from the big fella.
One-handed mark, can't get much better than
No, just used and had one of the best defenders in the
Yeah.
comp on him in
Yeah.
Riley Hall.
The best.
Yep,
Yeah, great grab.
just a great grab.
and he's pretty ginger as well.
Yes.
Who, Riley Hall?
No,
Ah,
Got
the old
him.
buzz.
It is.
Yeah, the
Using
old
Milky's
buzz.
joke book.
That's one for the highlight reel right there.
Yeah. Berry has 1-2 for the afternoon. Has he got 1-2-3? He has got 2-2. Well done, Jack Berry.
I think you are, Sterling. I think marbles are suddenly vacating your head.
Rattle, 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 rattle. 10 goals, 66 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. They trail, that is Leopold, 10-6-66. St Mary's, 15-12, 102. Boys, I didn't see this happening when Leopold were 3-2 and St Mary's were 1-2 at quarter time.
What was 40 points back in 44 actually in round 1 when they last met, so it's heading on a similar path.
Yep.
But we did think back in round 1 Leopold didn't have a full strength side. This is closer to a stronger side. They're still missing some keys with Marcus Thompson and Co missing, but just not in it today.
Ball comes back out. Oh, goes out backwards off Jesse Lothian. Ground level, they're all crashing in there. Pitt was in there. West goes past the footy. Picked up by Kevy Burke. Goes round the body. Out in front. Knocked away from Boyd. That's Brendan Howarth at ground level. Knocks out. Deserves a goal. Does the skipper.
Well done.
Ex-skipper. Hits a post.
Inside of the post.
Jai
too.
Thompson. Wow.
pretty unlucky.
He's had a big day, Jai Thompson.
He's played some sort of game.
Definitely deserved a goal.
Well, it's going to look like a heavy loss. He can hold his head high. So, Dobson right in his back
Candy.
half and then takes a bounce after selling some candy. Goes to half back as Damien McMahon, pretty much unopposed. And then goes a long way back.
Oh!
Kick had to be good.
Yeah, not
Wang
again, yeah.
had to stretch. Hall just blind turn no one. Then kicks on his right foot down the line. Travellini tries to get rid of his man. No, you can't do that though. It's Scott.
Big Banjo taking a
Big
dive
Banjo
there.
did flop a little bit. But Scott with a head taped and a new jumper as the footy. Just goes with a shallow entry inside 50, but it works. Really good mark to Boyd. It got rid of Riley Hall, which is not easy. He's strong as an ox. And Boyd will take the shot 43 out from home, a slight angle.
Been a big shining light Boyd's game today for Leopold.
Yes.
He's really added an extra dimension to the forward half.
Yeah, as he comes in now. Does Boyd. Kicks from 50. Looks pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Barry's clapping his hands.
Straight through. Nicely done.
If he was able to sustain that for 4 quarters, it could have been a different result maybe.
Yeah, he
Absolutely.
just probably was missing the service in the second quarter.
Yeah.
So he went out of it then, but he didn't really have an opportunity at all. So
Yeah, they went off
hard
there,
for
didn't
him.
it? So on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, that takes Leopold to 11-7-73. That's they trail St Mary's 15-12, 102. 29-point margin is the same margin it was at half time, guys, interestingly. So it's been a bit of a even tussle since half time.
Geelong West 14-16-100 over St Albans 11-8-74. That's a 26-point
First
margin.
100 wins. That's
Jeez,
my
that
theory.
Burst out there.
What's happening at Newtown? Pup?
Newtown are 2 points ahead.
Oh. Scott gets a good run of the foot. Oh,
dear.
McMahon
Yeah.
fisted away. Should have marked it. But it goes across. I reckon, was that Connors Dowling rather again?
Yeah.
And he's hit his teammate right on the guts. And it's the captain in Welsh. Taking the mark on centre wing. Welsh looking for his options. Decides to kick it to Garner, but Nick Burke chips in, takes the mark. Dishes off the handball to Jai Thompson. Thompson, little kick to Kevy Burke. Doesn't let him down. Finishing strongly, Leopold goes wide. Finds his little mate in Brandon Howarth. Howarth, right on the 50, decides to kick it into the pocket. Oh, I'm not sure that...
Strange option.
What's he looking?
Boyd dishes it across to his teammate in Patton, tries to wear the tackle. Umpire says, where are you, umpire? And what are you going to say?
Holding
He says,
the ball.
holding the ball against you.
Probably fair. Had 2 to beat.
Ducks back into
Tried,
it.
he
Yeah.
did turn back into it. So Connors, the recipient, drives it down the line. Burke was up high at ground level. Fazio. You can tell he's on a left footer. Larkham. Happy to see it over. Not happy with someone. And ball out of play. So he played 22 and a half minutes in this final term. Thanks to who, Milky?
Bendigo Bank, mate.
Bendigo Bank, just testing here. 15 12 102. Leopold 11 7 73. So St Mary's will keep marching on as the ball comes in. West been pretty good in the ruck today. Jai Thompson got it from Miller. Service is not his best. It was a half volley for Boyd. Couldn't pick it up. Welsh does well. Got inside one. His kick over the top's nice. McMahon just drives it inside.
Look at
51
this.
on
Oh,
one.
look at this.
Dobson
Oh.
News.
engaged Hardy early.
Bad
Did
news
all
for
the
Weird
work
Ass.
and then got rid of Weird Ass. And Sam Dobson will line up for goal number 7.
Jesus.
Queenscliff 21 points clear of Torquay.
That is
that
huge.
one, that one
That
must
is
be over now.
upset of the season in any
Yep.
competition in the region, I reckon.
And Ocean Grove 14 points clear of Amos.
Oh, that's up there
What
too.
stage? What stage of the game is that?
Yeah,
Fourth
how long-
quarter.
Be about the
Must be
same as
about the
this,
same as
I'd
this, I
say.
suppose.
Yeah.
Dobson
How long's left?
comes
Doesn't
in
tell me.
for goal number 7. Wants it to
Nice.
work back for him, and he does miss it.
Left
So-
a couple out there,
Yeah.
K. Dobson.
6 goals, 4. He could
And one out in the
conceivably,
full.
and he could easily have 10.
Out from full back goes Pitcher. Finds Morris. Morris looking to give it off. Larkham says, don't kick it to me. Decides to go down the wing looking for Close or West. Close. Oh, just those dukes.
How good are
Those
his
dukes
hands?
for his size. He's as good as they come.
Tom Lang full on punched the ball there
Yep.
and it didn't move.
Didn't quite hit the target in Nick Burke and it's knocked over the ground by Tanner.
Just telling Nick Burke to
You
maybe
didn't
go
get
for
it.
it.
You didn't get it, boys. They called him Tanner and you didn't even come in. Bastard. Not even funny when I say it and you
Keep
don't laugh.
repeating him, Milky, it'll get better.
Yeah, that's it. Anyway, spinning ball. Pounder umpires have been good today, boys. Have you noticed that?
I haven't noticed them, which is good. It's a good thing when you don't notice the umpires.
No, the boundaries. They're good throw-ins.
Yes.
Good deep throw-ins. It comes back to Jai Thompson. Has not stopped trying. West gives it over to Sam Scott. Off a step, the left foot. Out there. Wagner! Courageous
really
mark.
That's
Really
the United
good.
Fuels contender right there.
Yeah.
Goes wide to Kevy Burke. Takes a mark. Wagner sucks in the big ones.
Just all eyes on the ball there.
Yeah, that was a beauty.
Kevy Burke. Up goes Maguire.
Oh,
Takes it.
It's a mark.
Takes a good mark, doesn't he? Yep.
Absolutely.
Up to 13 contested marks, Leopold now.
Mitchy Maguire, first shot. I just had to look to see if he's had a shot. He hasn't had a shot today. So he's having his first shot at goal.
What's his background, Buzz? Do you know where he's from?
Yeah, Drysdale
Drysdale.
boy.
Oh, yep.
Been there since juniors as well, but made the move across for this season.
Straight in front. In he comes. Leans back on it a little bit. Did he push it to the right? I reckon he's got it home.
Yep.
First goal for the day for Mitchy boy.
First goal in the Leopold jumper too, Milky.
Is it really?
Yep.
Well done.
Nice.
Gee, you're all over it. Buzz, you've been holding that one back on us.
Not quite the get around him you see in
No.
the big leagues. I guess it's not really a time for
No,
it.
no, time.
Back to 22 points.
Definitely a presentable margin.
You notice Clark's 300th game as coach.
Yeah.
22 points. 26 minutes ticked over.
Geelong
the
West
Bendigo
are running
Bank.
away with it. 16-16, 112 over St Albans, 11-9-75.
Where does that voice keep coming from?
Back in the middle of the ground. West and Snowden battle a draw. Thompson again. Oh, geez. Sherman was tunnelled, and then Scott just escaped the tackler somehow. Swatted down by Lang, only as far as Kevy Burke. It's a weird-looking footy. Oh, it will work, though, to Pitt. And it floats its way through. Woo. So you feel there's not enough time, but they continue to narrow the margin.
It can't be, but
26 and a half gone.
26 minutes in this final term, thanks to Bendigo Bank, but they won't go away. Leopold.
3 more goals, never know.
Yeah, it'll be tough. Ask from here, but 15-12, 102 St Mary's Leopold, 13-8, 86 as 27 minutes just about ticks by in this final term.
Tell you what, if they could get a goal inside a minute, wouldn't that just set the old everybody tingling? Wow.
Tingling.
I'd be tingling, don't worry about that.
set everybody tingling.
Yeah, it would.
Colac 11 points clear of Grovedale.
Oh, they made a run.
That's at Grovedale too.
Yeah, that is. Up they go west. Benjamin wins it. Knocks it clear. Sherman gets tackled by Thompson. Ball comes down. Loose ball out of the back pitcher. Tries to trap it, but he knocks it clear. Finishes up with Thompson. He has had some sort of game. Lothian just goes off the side of the boot. Manages to go back and get it himself, though. Then gets the speed wobbles up and falls over. He comes back to Thompson. Thompson just needs to hit a teammate. Maguire's underneath it. So to Connors. He sends St Mary's into attack. Finds Killen inside the centre square.
Should be able to kill some clock here.
Yeah, that's what you can see. He's just taking his time. Up he gets. He's tried for rain. Oh, look at that! Sam Dobson, 3 grabs. He got Greg Hardy and ragdolled him.
Got rid of Greg Hardy easily.
That ball was still in the clouds when he got rid of him too. It was early as. Poor weird ass. You got a feel for him.
Yes.
Not built for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, he's more your run and jump spoiler than the wrestle man.
Sam Dobson's 9th contested mark.
Oh, gee whiz.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good stat.
It is, isn't it?
That's why we got him here.
You're liking this stat stuff, aren't you, Buzz?
It's good. Just adds
It
to
is,
the
mate.
flavour.
It is. What are we doing?
I think Brett Eddie just sort of walked through the mark.
Yeah, he did. His own teammate walked through the mark.
So
How come that's not effective?
Brett Eddy.
in he comes. Sam Dobson for goal number 7. Gullenpie does not move. He has 7. That is 7 goals, 4 and 1 out in the full for the day. That's 19 goals, 5, and I'm maybe probably more than 1 out in the full in 3 weeks.
Yeah, he's been about. I said it before. He's the informed player in the comp. There's no one near him really at the moment. And if he doesn't play VFL footy next week, they need to look at their selection criteria. Because if there's someone else on their list that is in better nick than him in a forward line, I'd be doing all right.
Newtown 15 points clear of North Shore.
They've run away with it.
Yep.
Back in the middle. Jeez, West put the size 18 right through Banjo. Took it well though. Board centre forward. Jeez, it's really well done at ground level by Eddie. Look out, back inside 50. 1-on-1. Oh, that's a really good win by McHenry.
Yeah.
He did all the work earlier that time and engaged Dobson. Morris.
Might be a lesson for him, that one, just to be a bit more offensive in his body work.
McHenry back with it. Kick was careful to Larkham in the opposite back pocket. And there you go, switcheroo again. Morris looks to this outer side. Nice looking ball. Fall a bit short though. 2-on-1. Sherman slow to get up. Not sure what he was doing. He's probably
try the old back trip.
trying the Kurt Angle leg lock in midair. Tumbling ball forward from Ben Dobson. Lang has support. Really nicely done now. Sherman. Travellini's on the outer side if he can go, and he sees him. Well spotted Buzz. Travellini. He's on 50. He's on. Matty, thanks for backing me up, Matty. He's always had me back. Travellini torps it. The siren's going in amongst the laughter.
Hang on. No.
Oh, is he?
What's he doing? I'm just watching.
Siren's gone, Milky.
Yeah, and I'm waiting for the decision though, mate. No decision.
No decision.
Final score. Final score, St Mary's 6th. Well seen, Buzz. Have you ever heard anything like it?
Great way to finish off
16
the
goals. It just went dead as soon as he started that rubbish. 16-12, 108.
Better than your boy jokes, that's for sure.
13. I didn't say boy. He said boy. 13,
I didn't say like that.
It's, so in that last quarter, guys, 4 goals, 2 to St Mary's, and 5 goals, 3 to Leopold. They won the last quarter for Otis in his 300th.
Yep.
but the chocolates went to Leopold. We're going to take a break. We're going to do the